This is a HeadGum podcast.
Guys, we finally got to it.
Oh,
Can you
the top
believe
of
it?
the mountain.
The top of the heat, man. We are at the end of the road. It's here. It's here. We're talking Transformers, The Last Night. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Cabotron.
Erik Siska.
And we hate movies. Hello, everyone. Welcome to We Hate Movies. Thank you for tuning in. As always, like I said up top, man, we're done with it. Here we are.
Man.
It's finally, we had to take...
It's done. It's done. All right, so stop the podcast. It's over. That's it.
Pounding on the walls of heartache, bang, bang. We are the warriors for fucking finishing these movies.
There we go.
Wow, nice one.
That's pretty great. Transformers, The Last Night from 2017, directed by Michael Bay, potentially for the last time at Transformers.
Oh,
He's
He's
been
just-
saying
what?
that for movies on end.
Oh, I know,
I'll
yeah.
believe it when I fucking see it, Michael Bay.
I did want to point out that though I was not on the last two, we had Ben and Sean, they did great. I have watched them all
right.
in to be up to date.
Recently?
Yeah, yes.
You better, you better fucking watch
I
that
did.
shit. You
I
better
did.
fucking
I wanted to
watch
feel
that
your
shit.
pain, Eric, and your anger. So I did it, and they're horrible. They're really just fucking horrible.
They are the worst movies. I really... So we can go around the horn. We all saw this in theaters separately. What was everybody's kind of experience like there?
Oh, so I can start. I was at the Lincoln Square Theater, which is in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and I was in the IMAX because I'm a real idiot. And it was like an afternoonish show. And the thing about this IMAX is it's like a legit IMAX. It's not like one of those like we're showing IMAX and it's like a slightly bigger screen. Like it's
gigantic.
It's the only one I think outside of the Science Museum that has like a legit IMAX screen in it in the city. So, you know, every once in a while, it's like, you know what? If I have to sit through this, let's see it big, baby. Like, let's do it. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like slightly just under $30 to see this movie. What are you going to do?
And did that big screen help with the clarity at all?
Nope. And also the 3D was useless, but here we
There
are.
was 3D?
Yeah. I had my little tall glass of water pen with me.
Oh.
So
Sure, yeah.
doing that.
Doing some doodles?
And doing some doodles, man. And yeah, you know, it's me kind of in the back of a gigantic IMAX theater. It's me and like 6-ish other people.
Wow.
In a massive IMAX theater.
That's sad.
And I'm in the back row, and with my little tall glass of water pen and the way I was reacting to this movie. You guys remember De Niro and Cape Fear?
Yeah.
It was kind of that, just I wasn't like smoking a cigar and I wasn't in front of anyone, but it was just me like laughing loudly, being a jerk. There was like some tourist family, couple of tourist families floating around. It was a real scene. It was a real lonely scene. I got into it with the attendant at the concession stand.
You always get into it, the attendants.
Well, no, because listen, I want a medium soda. And this woman grabs this massive cup. And I was like, no, I think it's the next size down. Yeah. And she's like, oh, well, this is the large. And I'm like, yeah. So I want the medium. And she goes, oh, okay. Well, normally when people say medium, they mean this cup.
What?
And I go, when I said medium, I meant that cup. So then she takes the cup that I pointed to and she goes, oh, you mean the small? And I was like, is this a small or is it a fucking medium?
Are you sure this isn't a Dennis Leary bit?
Dude, this happened to me.
Okay, it's a real thing.
And
You're pacing with your vape pen in a leather jacket.
I love fucking vaping.
Is this a fucking medium or is this a small?
So then she starts going into something else, and I was like, you know what? Please, just that cup and those nachos. I'm missing the movie.
Well, she was like, nachos, this guy wants the big cup.
Because she's trying to nag me on that fucking combo. And I'm like, this movie is 2.5 hours long. Coupled with previews, I'm pushing a 3-hour commitment. I don't need a large fucking soda.
Yeah.
I might miss Optimus Nemesis or whatever the fuck.
Oh, man, I was so excited to go to the bathroom during this movie.
Eric, where were you?
Oh, well, I only saw this just for the air conditioning.
Oh, yeah.
That's the official story.
I've heard people do that for these movies.
Eric's press agent has put out a release.
That's right.
And
That's
then
right.
he just wanted the air conditioning. He didn't have to do it for this shit.
Officially on the record. Legally, that's why I was there. But no, I was just at a small theater in upstate New York, and there was not too much to tell about this experience. There was, a woman there with 2 small children, and then there were 2 dudes. And one of them got up and left during the movie and never came back.
Oh,
Smart
nice.
man.
A fucking walkout.
That's it. That's the only people that saw the movie with me. And it's over.
I was in the middle of Burlington, Vermont. There was one other person in the screen. She was all.
Oh, I thought it was Bernie Sanders.
That's what I thought.
No, it's not Bernie Sanders. I
This
wish.
movie's ridiculous.
Yes.
These
Bernie-
fucking robots.
How much did it cost? Excuse me.
There's
How much
no
did it
reason
cost?
why these robots over here are making the majority of the Transformers' wealth. Optimus Prime is one robot. He should get less screen time than everybody else. Everybody should have the same time. Why should I not see enough Bumblebee in my movie?
Bumblebee is a hero of the people. The people. The people.
Well, here's the thing: is like if they just didn't make this movie, we could have single payer healthcare.
Yeah.
They just take that
Honestly.
money. They just take that money, put it into healthcare.
I will say there was a woman in the front row who just like sat down and like every time, when you don't even say like, what the fuck, you just like flick your wrist like this. Like there was a lot of that going on. Like
Who is she writing for?
I don't know.
Steve Zadek, what about you?
I mean, not much to tell, but I was. It was a.
You saw it in one of them there Times Square bedbug theaters.
I did. I was the top floor with all the bed bugs and little top hats on.
Hey, Steve, what are you thinking about this movie?
Better late than never.
Me and all the other bedbugs love Transformer movies.
I think it bites.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Hey, I'm a bedbug. Could you do me a favor and trade in these tokens from Dave and Buster's for me? They won't serve me there, but I got all these tokens.
Oh, they'll serve you there.
So Dave and Buster's reference. You were at the Empire 25.
That's true.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. I was at the top of the fucking rock watching this movie, man.
You get up there with those escalators. I think there's like 7 floors to that theater.
It's so many. So I was at the top one, and it was when
Was
I bought.
anyone else IMAXing? Sorry.
No, I did not.
No, I also did standard def. Not
Standard.
standard, not 480p. I mean, not
2D.
3D.
Yeah, I
Yes.
did 2D.
Yes,
Oh,
2D
yeah.
as well.
I did 2D, and it was when I bought my ticket. It was one of those things where it's like only 3 people that like checked in. I was like, nice, but then I kind of feel it's like 20 people at the end of it. So I wound up moving because I didn't want to be that guy because I knew I was going to be laughing. I knew I was
Yeah.
going to be on my phone writing notes.
Yeah.
So I went all the way in the back, and I had to hold my mouth from laughing a couple of times. Because I knew I was just going to be laughing at the movie.
It's a movie you can laugh at.
So this movie starts where you want to start, which is the Dark Ages. And it says the Dark Ages.
See, I'm laughing already.
Mhm.
Man, oh man, the fucking Dark Ages. Can we just put a bullet in my head?
Has there ever been a
Yes, we
franchise like there's 5 Rocky movies, but Rocky was always Rocky, and the story
Well-
of Rocky continued.
What about that one where he went back to the start of time?
Oh, I remember that.
It's
Rocky
like-
Balboa.
Yeah, he punched like the first atom and it created the universe. It was the Big Bang. It was Rocky,
nice.
Colon, the Big Bang.
Man, that Rocky Balboa with its cheap video that it was shot on, that shit doesn't hold up. I mean, that's dude. You better watch who you say that to, though. People
For
love
the This
him
Is
now.
Us
That show
getting-
sucks.
It's so
Yeah?
bad.
You
that
watched
show
every
sucked.
episode, right?
No, I watched the first 4, and then people started liking it. I was
First
like,
4 seasons?
no, episodes.
It's only been on for 1 season, idiot.
What the fuck do I know?
But
Pitchforks.
I'm only watching it for air conditioning. No, I'm kidding. That's why I watched Hell on Wheels.
but has there ever been a franchise that never had a consistent story, movie to movie, like reinvents exactly what you know about those characters every
Oh.
single time?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Because the first one, it's like the first one, it's Megatron comes down in 1918, and then like in the 2000s, all the rest of the Transformers first arrive on Earth after a long time.
Right.
Then in the second one, we've been on Earth since like the dawn of time.
Is that second one where we're starting with dinosaurs?
No, we're starting at the dawn of man kind of
The third
2001 kind of stuff.
Oh, they're all looking at that monolith. and
Yes.
that one Transformer beats the other one to death with a bone.
Then the third one, we've been on the moon in the 60s. Then
Right.
the fourth one, then we get the dinosaurs in there. And then this one, it's like, no. It's always been about Merlin. I know that you forgot. We never mentioned it before, but it's always actually been about Arthurian legend. I apologize.
Yes.
That's when you really boil down a lot of entertainment, Steve. You know, whether it's literature or
Sure.
cinema, or even some of this golden age of television we're living in.
I
It
heard of
all
that.
it boils down to Arthurian legend.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
God, who could fucking care? What are you doing? You people get paid millions of dollars to make these things. What are you doing?
And if this was that thing that Bay was like, I'm going to make a King Arthur movie, even though nobody will watch it. Like, you get a total of 5 minutes of whatever that fucking movie was.
I'll tell you what, Merlin aside, I was thinking, because they're all terrible regardless, I would watch a Michael Bay King Arthur movie.
Sure.
From what I'm seeing here with like the way, because imagine listen, we all have said this 1,000 times, you know, on the several Michael Bay episodes we've done at this point, but like the dude knows how to direct action. Can you imagine like a movie full of these large scale battles with Michael Bay directing them? I think it would be kind of cool. Here's the thing. Just don't have Stanley Tucci play Merlin.
He's Monty Pythoning this entire time.
Totally.
It's a John Cleese impression. It's too much.
I would actually argue that most of the cast seems to know exactly how little to care in this movie.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And he is definitely number one with a bullet.
And it was so crazy too when Tucci came out as Merlin and he kept banging those coconuts together.
Yes.
That was wild shit.
That was weird. It was an odd turn for the movie.
I mean, the odd turn is that it's Merlin. Also that it's Stanley Tucci, because I'm sorry, you tell me that Stanley Tucci's Merlin in this movie, I'm like, okay, so is that dude Stanley Tucci played from the last movie related to fucking Merlin?
I think that's the assumption.
Well,
I think
they
the
can't-
assumption is the modern day Merlins are the Steve Jobs.
Oh
are the-
my God. I will be out back huffing gas.
Well, we come to find out that the lady is related to him, right? I
Oh,
mean, they
that's
should have
right.
at least showed my shit heel cousin invented Transformium in the last movie.
Shit-heeled cousin.
It's got to be something.
Yeah, so he basically like the Arthur's down in his luck. I don't know what battle this is. I'm sorry, I'm not so.
I don't think no one knows.
Yeah.
the movie doesn't.
It was
know.
the battle for Guinevere's honor.
Question.
Yeah.
Would a Black Knight be allowed on King Arthur's court? I had this question in my head because they definitely have a black guy on.
You talking about Martin Lawrence?
That's what do you mean a black guy?
No, there
or
is
do
a
you
black guy in this movie who is on the court.
That's what I just literally just said to you, and then you said no.
I thought
I said, are you referring to a black guy? And you said no. I'm referring to a black.
I
guy.
He's
thought you
referring to
said
the
you were
movie.
referring to a Black Knight.
No, he's
No,
referring to
not-
the movie The Black Knight.
Eric, no one has referred
Who's
to the
on
movie The
first?
Black Knight. in
Wait,
10
wait,
years.
wait. The knights who say knee. How do they figure into this?
I don't know.
They're around.
They're banging coconuts into shit. No, I know exactly what there is. There's an African American. I don't know. He's African American. There's an actor who is black.
Yes.
Who is also a knight. I don't know if he's a knight of the Round Table. He might be a knight for hire.
He seemed like
Oh,
he
a
was
hedge
part of the
knight.
round table.
He could be a hedge knight.
Is that
Chris.
what they're called when you? It's like a knight for hire. You're a hedge
Yeah.
knight.
Well, we're a sellsword. Yeah.
But at the time, with this,
Dude, that sucks.
no, it's awesome.
but at the time, would that have ever? That wouldn't have.
I don't
there was
know.
I don't know. It wasn't really a time at all, really.
Well,
you
they're
know?
replicating some time.
Cabby,
there.
we're
It's the
talking
Dark
about
Ages.
a movie where a fucking robot talks to a wizard, man. Of course, a black guy could be on the
I guess
battlefield.
that's a fair point.
So yeah, Merlin, the army is down in its luck, and like Merlin's their last hope, and like they're like, we should retreat. Like, no, Merlin's gonna do something. Oh, that guy's just a charlatan,
Yeah, a drunk.
a drunk and a charlatan.
Yeah.
And here comes fucking Stanley Tucci with the whole scenery in his mouth. He's got like cotton balls of like trees in his mouth.
Isn't he also? Unless I was using my pen quite liberally. Is he wearing a fake nose?
Yes.
in
He
this
is wearing a
movie?
fake
Okay,
nose,
thank
yes.
God.
Yes, he's wearing.
Well,
a
you
fake
know,
nose.
in his defense, I mean, he knows he's in a cartoon.
Yes.
And he's just doing a cartoon.
Yes.
That's true. So again, then I think he's the best part of this movie.
yeah, he kind of is.
And over all of this is Sir Anthony Hopkins
This is a disgrace. This is an downright disgrace.
talking about magic and who gives a fuck.
let's get into magic. Let's talk about magic.
Transformers. I was
From the dawn of time.
There was once magic in the world,
Oh God, that is totally the line.
and now there's Megatron. Do I really have to say this, Michael?
I really think if you got this proves you could pay Anthony Hopkins to say anything.
Well-
and I mean, like, you could get him in a room with a great tarp and put a camera on him and make him say, "I love eating shit. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love shit. I spread shit all over my mouth." And like, he would take that money, and you don't even have to put a narrative structure in front of it. Just give him the money. He'll say whatever it is.
I have a nephew who keeps getting in trouble with drugs. Keep bailing him out, paying for his lawyer fees.
The guy.
Oh, Rory Hopkins again. Really, Rory? Must I, Rory? Must I debase myself?
I was thinking maybe there's a thing. Anthony Hopkins, he hasn't been around in a while, but now he's back to acting.
Westworld,
And-
people like
but
that.
that's the thing. It's only robots.
It's only
Only
You're totally
robots.
right.
That's what I would argue. I would argue that when he said I'm retiring from acting, he meant it. He did not say I'm not going to appear in movies.
Oh, I see.
That's true.
Smart.
That's totally true.
Did he officially retire?
He said it
The
like
greatest trick I ever pulled was convincing the world I retired from acting.
or maybe he just said I'm going to retire from acting, but he made a statement like that, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Hackman statement.
It was a big thing. Hackman fucking kept his word.
He was the
man.
only one who did.
It's
Oh, that's
amazing.
Connery too, right?
But he's
Oh wait, that's Sir Billy cartoon.
But that was after, Connery's
Someone
done-
tricked him into doing
Yeah.
that thing.
Someone's just
He
following
went-
him around.
He went to the post office one day and found himself in a sound booth.
Well, as we were talking about a couple weeks back, though,
I'd
he
like
was,
some stamps, please.
he was supposed to be in that. What was it? The third Transformers
Yes,
movie.
yeah.
Oh right, yes.
So but he didn't come out of retirement for that.
By the way, I can't remember any of those other movies.
I love though
really
that
a
Sean
mash.
Connery wouldn't come out of retirement for a multi-million-dollar Hollywood blockbuster, but he came out of retirement for a CGI cartoon piece of shit that no one will ever see the light of day.
Nope.
That's pretty cool. Hey, that's pretty cool.
So, basically, Stanley Tucci convinces this alien that white people are good,
Sure.
and
Yes.
basically he comes out of a cave, and then him and all of his friends like kind of Power Ranger together to make a big 3-headed dragon, which you never really get a good look at. I'm like, you know
Nope.
what? Let me see this 3-headed dragon.
Here's the thing, dude. It's much like the shark in Jaws. They knew it was a piece of shit, and it's like you got to keep that, from the audience as much as possible.
add wings to the T-Rex Dinobot is the same
It's the
fucking
same
thing.
Well, and 2 more heads.
And by the way, I don't quite buy that it's like we're gonna help King Arthur, because what the fucking dragon bot does is belly flops onto the battlefield, killing everybody.
This is chaos.
That was the thought I had. I was like, how is this dragon robot distinguishing one team from the other?
Yeah, it's a bit tough.
Everyone is just dressed in metallic suits.
The really special group, my friends, don't kill them, but all the other ones just go right ahead.
Well, I actually didn't even put this together, but like King Arthur, that shit doesn't work, right? Like in the legends, like it still falls into the Dark Ages and nothing,
Yeah.
it's just a period of shit for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So maybe
That's- I mean,
the dragon just killed them all.
I don't think the Transformers give that much. We'll get to it when Bumblebee does a hit on the Nazis, but
we'll get there.
I really do think the Transformers do not give a fuck about civilization.
Right, and they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
They should have fucking
That's
ended
the
us
accuracy
from
of
the
this
start.
movie.
So this is kind of a cold open, I guess, right?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we get back, we find out that Optimus Prime is still in space. He's on his way somewhere.
To meet his maker,
Yeah.
which sounded like a suicide note to me.
Well, he's like frozen in space, like George Clooney at the end of Gravity in this movie. It'd be great if he's like, as he's going, like a little George Clooney goes pink right off of him.
Oh, thank God. A totally abandoned Chinese spacecraft.
Oh, Tim Robbins. Oh.
I'm here with you, Sandra Bullock. Let's land this plane together. I just don't get, like, why,
Your daughter's death is not your fault.
the end of that last movie, he's blasting off with his rocket boots into space, like,
I'm coming for you, Maker. Get ready to get fucked.
I will kill God.
and then, like, what did he run out of gas? Why is he unconscious and
I
frozen?
just feel like every other Transformer I've ever seen gets into his spaceship. He's like, nah, I'm cool.
Let's raw dog it.
But also, like, I think we talked
Into
about
the wild, actually.
Optimus Prime freezes to death in a van.
I shouldn't have killed the moose.
He's crying over it. Somewhere Eddie Vedder starts singing.
I like that movie.
It's a great movie, yeah, but that's kind of what it is. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'll take care of myself.
Now I'm starving in this bus.
Oh, I accidentally ate those poison berries and didn't know it.
Is Vince Vaughn coming back? No. Frozen.
Oh, yeah, that dude was long gone.
That was the best Vince Vaughn role, him being arrested for, like, what was it, stealing cable boxes
Yeah,
or something?
man.
Oh, is that what it
Yeah,
was?
It was
Something
some
like
weird,
that.
Man,
weird
that's
thing.
embarrassing.
But so he's doing that. But on Earth, I don't even know how long has passed since Age of Extinction. But like, apparently, like it's like some places are Days of Future Past,
This
and
is-
everything else is just kind of regular.
It's weird. I was like, is this a post-robot apocalypse or is it not? And like there's all this weird nonsense about
I mean, it all looks like Raqqa, so I think there is.
well, it's just weird. It's like
Wacko.
the
Nice, Chris.
Thank you.
the world has changed and like now it's what it's doing essentially is what should have happened after that first movie.
Yes.
Because society would crumble if fucking gigantic alien robot things came to Earth and fucked up a town.
Well, a transformer with rubble as its back tattoo.
Oh, you're
I
talking
think that's a
about
real dude.
Canopy.
Is that a
Canopy.
real? Is that or did they invent that for this?
Oh, I don't know.
They're all real.
Oh, they're all okay.
Canopy's got some great big lips. I'll tell you that much, man. Canopy's got some big kissers on him.
That was actually a name that sounded familiar. I believe that is real.
He's
How
on the
big?
lip list.
He's definitely on my list.
How high?
He's like number
Above
2.
Optimus? Or?
Yeah, wait, yeah, that's a good question. How big are these fucking lips? Like compared to a human body? What
Oh
is
my
it, like
God,
fucking
forget it.
3 feet long lips, right?
Yeah,
These are big
totally. At
dudes.
least. At least.
My goodness.
Like 30 people could kiss him at once.
Oh, that is hot.
Nobody could
across
see that, but
America.
Steve just tilted his head back, so satisfied at that joke.
I'm really pleased with myself. But like, yeah, but all that's so it's like a rubble nightmare, but also like
It's like it's
Mark
like
Wahlberg's like daughter's just off at college.
Yeah, that's right. That's yeah.
So like there's a world where like the world exists.
Yes.
And then there's just like I guess it's Chicago's just this great big hole in America.
am I looking at Soldier? Is it supposed to be Soldier Field right here?
I
That
think
like whole
so,
cordoned
yes.
off
It's-
area.
It's a football field. It would have to be.
Right, yeah, and it's just like this is like a dead zone that we refuse to rebuild, and like some little scamp Transformers live here and hide out.
The military's there, but there's no team cleaning it up.
But yeah,
Like,
it
they-
makes
they
no
just
sense
fucking-
because how long ago was that battle? And then there's also we find out that one of these crash landed aliens in this battle is one of the fucking Knights of the Round Table, I guess, Robo Knights or something.
Well, it would make sense in a Trump universe that they wouldn't rebuild Chicago.
All right.
Actually,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We
that's
decided
right on
to
track.
skip the infrastructure spending and instead give tax cuts to the richest 1%.
of Transformers.
Who is the richest Transformer?
I am, bitch. I'm not even on Earth. I'm on holiday.
Get him out of here. Lock him up.
I would say Quintessa. This.
Quintessa.
She is probably
She's like
the
almost
1%.
a character. That's kind of
Yeah,
fun.
we're right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool.
3 cheers for almost a character.
Good job, Mike.
So yeah, we get this big battle where we meet Isabela, who is a 14-year-old girl who is like kind of a scrappy kid that like has a Canopy who dies immediately, and then this other little scrappy little dude squeaks.
Oh God, no!
And she's sexualized immediately because we see like these like Stranger Thing kids come in and they're all like, let's go plunder.
We are trying to make like little 1980s movie kids out of these kids. Does not happen.
And they're gone immediately. But one of them has to be like, oh man, that girl is so hot. Oh dude, I got a crush on that girl.
holy crap, it's my first boner.
Yeah, I don't need to see any of that. Like, just have a 14-year-old girl character that's just a 14-year-old girl, and that's the end of
But
it.
she lives in the rubble collecting scraps, and this BB-8, Squeaks comes up.
I
got
thought you were
this
going to say
thing.
a Wally.
No, I got this.
No, it's it's a BB-8.
We can talk about the plot overall a little bit, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because I believe this is just Michael Bay doing a Star Wars fan film. I feel like there's so much here that is Star Wars.
Please
Explain.
Cade Yeager ends up being the last knight in a long line of knights. Anthony Hopkins is this wise old man who knows the history about all that shit.
Who dies at the end of the movie.
Cogman is fucking C-3PO to the point of one of the characters calls him C-3PO.
Yeah, you can't put a hat on that, man. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Cybertron is the Death Star. It's Unicron is the Rebel base. It's coming into focus. The fucking Cybertron ends up coming to Earth in this movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Optimus Prime falls to the dark side with Quintessa, the Palpatine.
Correct.
He becomes kind of the Vader-esque figure briefly.
Oh, all right.
Fucking, what is it, Josh Duhamel?
Yeah.
Ends up making a deal with Megatron. I'm sorry they arrived before you did. I had no choice. I feel it just
A
stacks
race
up.
switched Lando Calrissian. I love it.
Yes.
And there
Yes.
are dogfights upon dogfights
Yes.
towards the end of this movie.
Eric, I've known you for 15 years, give or take.
Yeah. It sucks, right?
That's the fucking coolest thing you've ever said. This is totally a Star Wars
Yeah.
movie. It's
That's
a Star Wars
why-
fucking fan film.
And I'll get to it. We'll get to it at the end. But I think this is probably the best one in my opinion. I think maybe that's why, because he's just taking beats from Star Wars. I mean, it's over bloated and shit.
Yeah.
but it's got little Star Wars bones.
I really
Interesting.
I think it's kind of Michael Bay's, and this is going to be out there. This is like Michael Bay's Holy Motors, where he had like all these ideas of movies he wanted to make, and
Yeah.
he's just like, I have to put them all somewhere. So I'm
Yeah.
going to put them all. So I wanted to make a King Arthur movie. I always wanted to make a Star Wars movie.
Got it.
I always wanted to make a World War II movie.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to make another Transformers
Wait,
movie.
thank you for not acknowledging that Pearl Harbor is a World War II movie.
Well, there's no Nazi flags.
No Nazi flag.
Yeah, he didn't want to make one of them their Japanese World War II movies. He wanted to make one of them their Nazi World
He
War II
always wanted to make
movies.
Sanford and Son, which is why they spent so much time at the junkyard.
Oh, I thought he was going to make a Dr. Detroit remake.
Oh man.
Well, that's also the craziest part, man. You know, speaking of Holy Motors, because you recall that scene where Anthony Hopkins like rips out a bunch of his pubes and lights them on fire. Like
That's right.
That's fucking wild shit.
And Evan Mendes is just there for some reason.
And then at the end of the movie, that woman from Eyes Without a Face also has a cameo. What fucking wild shit. God damn it. Also, so after we're caught up with like the current state of the world and whatnot, let's cut to Cuba, where a bunch of Transformers enjoy like living their lives without like being, you know, like afraid of being persecuted by the U.S. government, all overseen by their soccer companion or football companion for our overseas listeners, one John Turturro, who has no business being in this movie.
He wanted to go to Cuba.
Oh, dude, if you think that that's actually Cuba,
it is.
It is.
entirely
No,
Cuba.
is
Yeah,
it?
they filmed, this is the second
No.
movie to film in
Because
Cuba.
they wanted to say, fuck you, Fast and Furious, will be number 2.
oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
Are you
man.
kidding me?
Yeah, John Turturro just went to fucking Cuba.
You
man.
went to Cuba to film a fucking phone booth?
He went to Cuba to eat some fucking pork, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll film a phone booth while I'm down here."
No, I just mean like Michael Bay
Yes.
insisted on filming in Cuba because like
Because it's the big, like he's looking for ways to waste money.
Yeah.
it must be because these Turturro scenes, we're going all the way to fucking
And-
Cuba.
and
You don't
ano-
even see Cuba.
And another movie he always wanted to do was a Fast and Furious movie, and there's a bunch of car races in this fucking movie.
that's true.
My favorite part of the movie actually is when
Bad Boys 2 happens.
Bumblebee, when Optimus Prime kisses Bumblebee right on the lips and goes, "I knew it was you,"
Oh yeah.
and then
God, it
walks
was
and
so
then flies
fucking
away.
Yeah, and then
sensual.
later Bumblebee gets shot in the back of the head while fishing.
Wish.
Yeah, Bumblebee
Oh
on
man,
a
I
boat.
wish. Hey Isabella, you know how you catch a big fish? I'll show you. I say a Hail Mary every time I try and catch a fish, Isabella.
That is one of the saddest scenes in cinema history.
I'm just imagining Bumblebee like doing it like from his.
Oh yeah, it's just he's just playing.
He just plays the whole fucking clip. So John Turturro is in Cuba and he is continuing to be a Transformer conspiracy theorist. Do we know why he's exiled to Cuba?
Who knows?
Francis McDormand broke up with him.
I guess so, but also like now he knows about the society, which we'll get into, of the Wiccans. And like every time the Transformers lore changes, he's aware of it somehow, and he's always like on the ground floor.
Dude, I think he's like the Alex Jones. He's the one that's just making shit up. Like, what is it this week? Well, I'm gonna fucking throw a dart at a fucking a little chart and see what stupid thing I'm gonna change the lore into.
And he's got Anthony Hopkins on the hook for all of this.
Totally.
So we meet who saves Isabela and her companions, one Mark Wahlberg
Cade Yeager himself.
and Bumblebee. Bumblebee now can like disassemble himself and reassemble himself.
Now here's the thing.
Which is kind of gross. It's very, it's like the thing, like his head is walking around.
I thought it was awesome. And here's
Awesome.
T-1000 shit.
what I thought though, and don't you think they should have done this, was since it's made reference to not once in this movie, but in that last one, if we recall, Mark Wahlberg's Cade Yeager was indeed an inventor. When Bumblebee does that like split apart shit and then come back together, I was like, oh cool, it's an upgrade that Mark Wahlberg made. Like Cade Yeager
that would have been a good thing to write.
But they but they didn't. They forgot to write that. Can you believe it? It's like, dude, we've been on this mission. Like me, like Cade Yeager and Bumblebee, we're like a fucking team now. Bumblebee's got some upgrades courtesy of Cade Yeager. It justifies or proves that Cade Yeager is this great inventor. He was saying that he was in the last film.
Did you just say the word justified in reference to a Transformers movie?
Yeah.
You're fucking stupid. They've never justified a single element in any of all 5 movies in 12 hours of movies.
But that has
no
nothing to do with-
plot point's ever been justified.
But that has nothing to do with the robots, man.
No.
This is just a human character that it's like we spent an entire movie saying that he was this thing, but now let's just do it.
Let's show that.
They just don't even mention it, right? It's
It's not
dropped
mentioned at all.
completely.
And also, he only does it that one time. Does he do the
does
second time
He
in the
does it
movie?
a couple of times.
Oh, does he?
But also, I just assumed, and this is just showing you what these movies are, I assumed I missed it. In one of the last movies, somebody had said some bullshit line about, oh, well, Bumblebee could do that now.
Nobody-
And like,
They never would want you to have seen the last movie. They're like, whatever, it's this movie now.
Yeah.
Now it's we're doing this now. Now it's
Right.
Arthur. It's King
Yeah.
Arthur. Yeah, shut up. That was last movie. Shut up.
Nazis, too. What the fuck?
So he takes in Isabela reluctantly, and he's like, yo, bro, hey, I got a kid now. Oh, by the way, my daughter, she's at college. She didn't test well. She's at college.
Don't worry about it.
She thinks I should have a girlfriend.
And you have to. I'm sorry. Like, again, this is just some lazy shit. And again, these people are being paid millions of dollars to be lazy and terrible at their job. You need to have something where he's like, not only is my daughter at college, but she fucking broke up with that Irish guy because he cheated on her, or they broke up because he's overseas racing or fucking anything.
committing sex crimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Totally. He's a fucking sex criminal.
Oh no, she aged out. She turned 18. He wasn't interested no
He's got to
more.
use that Romeo and Juliet card somewhere else.
Oh man, what a fucking dirty pervert.
Yeah, it's fucking reprehensible.
But you can't just keep forgetting that these other movies exist.
And like they like he's talking to her, like he's like, oh yeah, I'll text you, bro, because that you don't have to be in the movie. Cool. Oh shit, I dropped a text.
Well, he is, and we can get into Cade Yeager's status in this movie.
Hey, Cade Yeager.
He's not the dean at Columbia, but he is indeed a renegade. He's an outlaw. He's a wanted man
With a super gun.
Oh yeah, well, Cade Yeager holds on to super guns.
And unfortunately, Josh Duhamel has to stand around and be like, wow, Cade Yeager, we can't get that guy. He's too cool. He's like, I've been in this movie, I've been in this franchise longer. I'd like a little bit more
That's
gravitas.
dude. Why did Josh Duhamel not pull seniority on this fucking franchise? It's like, oh, what's that? You want me back? I've been in 3, motherfuck. That shithead one movie. How am I not the main deal
Let's
here?
do the Josh Duhamel show for once. And he's got an awesome Reed Richards haircut now.
Josh Duhamel is turning into a silver fox, and I am loving every second of it.
Absolutely. I'm
It's
doubling
great.
down. Now is a great time to get some Duhamel stock.
And I like Josh Duhamel.
Buy low, my friend.
I really, really like
Wait,
Josh Duhamel.
why?
I just like his charisma. He's like kind of like he could play Tim Oliphant's like little brother. I'd appreciate that.
Sexy older brother.
Is Josh Duhamel older than Tim Oliphant? You think?
I think they're about the same age.
But I mean, I don't know. Like
all right.
I've never really super liked anything Josh Duhamel's been in, but I like Josh Duhamel. Like I wasn't a big Win a Date with Tad Hamilton fan necessarily, even though I saw it in
Speak for
theaters.
yourself.
Cabin, you love that shit.
I got
Yeah.
into it with some theater staff seeing that movie in theaters.
I have still not seen that movie.
You're totally
You're
fine.
fine.
I don't even really remember what
This
it's
is a
about.
super fan telling you you're fine.
I fought with an usher about the lights not being
Good
down.
Lord.
Oh
if
my
you
God.
see this man coming to your theater, close down for the
Yes,
night.
yes.
Just close down. You're not going to satisfy him.
Tell him a hurricane's coming to put down the storm door.
Dude,
That happened
once-
to me.
Once a projectionist, always a projectionist. I do not tolerate that shit.
Oh my lord.
So Duhamel gets into it with Mark Wahlberg, and there's this other Spanish guy who kind of comes to nothing.
Dude, for the majority of this movie, can I tell you, I thought that was John Bernthal.
It might as well be.
And I was like, why is John Bernthal not getting more screen time in this Oh, that's not
Or
Josh.
being credited.
So
There's no opening credits to this movie, by the way.
John Bernthal,
Just like a Star Wars movie, by the way.
the guy who's the head of like the TMF or the TRF or the TRI
TRF, I think it is.
Transformer relocation facility. Fund. Yeah, I don't know.
For $1 a day, you can feed a transformer. You can fix a transformer's big lips.
$1 a day buys enough diesel fuel to
Enough
fuel.
energon.
Yeah, right. Fucking energon to get their all sparks off.
Well, that's the thing. Why are Transformers? Anyone else notices Transformers are bleeding in this movie?
You ever notice this?
They're also vomiting.
There's like green blood everywhere.
That happened in the last movie.
Did it
though.
really? Did I miss that part?
I'm pretty
yes,
sure.
you did, because I missed it too, because you can't tell what's going on in any of this shit.
Yeah, I
I'm fairly certain.
Canopies dies like blah, blah, blah. He's got
Yes.
blood all over his face.
I'm
Which
fairly
is
certain.
so fucking stupid.
It's very stupid. I'm fairly certain as early as Transformers: Dark of the Moon, the third film, we're kind of making robots bleed.
Okay,
but
all right.
but the liquids have changed immensely because the green stuff I think is all of it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, no.
all of it.
Canopy's final scene, he's like fucking Tim Roth in the back of a car. I mean, he's looking like shit. Sing the fucking song.
You're gonna be okay. Say the fucking words, Canopy.
Mark Wahlberg is like
Are you a mechanic? Are you a mechanic? I don't think so.
Are you Cade Yeager? Are you Cade Yeager?
You're gonna be okay.
but at this point, Mark Wahlberg is bequeathed a knight by this other knight. He gives him this talisman. We're just calling it a talisman.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yes, yes.
And it like adheres to his body, and Mark Wahlberg's like, whoa, weird. And like kind of is all right with it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just like, I'll just leave that there for the next month.
Oh, it kind
Oh.
of looks like a cool tribal tat, bro.
Oh, shit. I could get into fucking Fenway with this. Look how fucking cool it is. Oh, shit. I could see everything for free in Boston with this. Look at this fucking sick tribal talisman. Fuck.
Yo, Michael, are you serious? Anthony Hopkins is gonna be in this movie?
Holy
That's a little
fuck.
that guy's scary, bro.
Oh, I'm scared as fuck of Sir Anthony Hopkins, man. You ever see Hearts in Atlantis? That shit's fucking terrifying. It's fucking bone chilling.
You ever see the movie Magic, bro? Oh, that dummy scared me, bro.
Dude, I watched that movie recently.
Uh-huh.
Not great.
Not great. Creepy dummy, though.
Fucking 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
do-
a bit
it'll
much.
do it to you.
Yeah.
But so he gets this talisman. We go back to his junkyard. We meet all of the well-defined robots from the last movie that do nothing in this movie.
They don't need to be here. As much as I love John Goodman and will fucking weep when he goes.
And Ken Watanabe's great. And Ken Watanabe, like, he does this. They have this thing, like, where it's very Force-ish, actually, where he's
Yeah.
like, there is no life, there is no death, or whatever he's saying. It's
Right,
kind of like,
it's-
I'm one with the Force is one with me.
just- exactly.
He's doing that thing,
Exactly.
but it never comes back. Like, he does it twice, but he never does anything
Well,
with it.
Yeah.
Much like the actors, all we're doing is fucking around.
Yeah, they are just...
Doing the fuck around. Everybody doing the fuck around.
And then the Coen Brothers bathroom project continues with Steve Buscemi showing
Oh,
up
God.
as day trader to banter with John Goodman. And that, What? You know, that's
It's outrageous,
Yeah.
dude. It's fucking
Who
outrageous.
has a
that
whole
that's happening.
dumpster on his back.
Yeah, what is this robot?
I don't know what Day Trader's up to.
Day Trader. Good lord.
Or actually, maybe all that junk like a tumor.
Oh, I see.
Right.
He's just kind of working it.
Well, and because they always they all do these weird like human things. Like Hound John Goodman is always talking about like I could drink myself to death. And I'm like, really?
that is such
How?
With what?
that is such a human thing.
Dude, cut to Hound chugging like a fermentation stack, just like at a brewery, like guzzling
Also,
beer.
that cigar he has
Yes.
is a tumor as well.
Yeah.
They're all doing. Well,
It's like,
the
I'm
weirdest
just nibbling on my tumor.
when Kate Yeager's talking to his daughter on the phone, Hound is like, "Oh man, I never talked to my dad," and I'm like, "What? You have a dad, Hound? When did this? Wait, stop the movie entirely.
Right.
Hound has a dad."
And then, what is his dad and what did it fuck?
My father, Retriever, always told me to believe in the knights.
It's just so dumb. Also, the thing about Day Trader that it gave me the same feeling. You ever see like a homeless person in the city that's
Yep.
like carrying
Yes.
way too much shit, and you're like, listen, homeless person, make life easier. It's already hard enough. You don't need to be dragging 2 shopping carts full of garbage.
Just the one will do.
Just the one will do. And this Day Trader, look at all this shit on my back. You want to buy any of it?
I think Hound calls him a skank. Did I
Oh,
miss?
really?
Something. I mean, they're all saying shit like
might
that,
be
so
right.
that would make
But
sense.
John
They're all like
Goodman's
throwing up
Hound,
when he shows up.
he loves saying Hound loves saying shit like skank, and in the last movie he's like shizzle.
Yeah.
They look like shizzle.
I didn't count, but the amount of times people say shit in this movie is out of control.
This is the most
How many
adult.
shits equal a fuck? That's my question. Because you only get one fuck a movie. I feel like at least
Infinite.
four-
6 3/4.
6 3/4. You say 6 shits, it's one fuck. So you get 12. Now you're rated R. I feel.
Well, but the difference is you can say as many shits as you want. It doesn't make anyone think of the dirty sex act.
Well, it depends on how you do it, pal.
Ha 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 ha.
Most of the world. G.G. Allen excluded from this. I finally watched that Todd Phillips documentary.
I still haven't seen it.
It's worth a watch. Man, G.G. Allen was a fucking scumbag.
Man, if only he was alive today, he could have voiced a robot.
If he was alive today, he'd be dead.
So, the girl, there's a lot of business about the girl wants to join him. She doesn't want him. He doesn't want her to. Blah blah blah.
And what you don't know, but she knows the clock's ticking.
Uh-huh.
She has very little time left in this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so much business about this girl, and you're like, well, she's going to be the star of the movie. Like, the movie's going to be about him and her coming together, surrogate
Yeah,
daughter.
sure.
Fine, that's a movie.
Honestly-
Hey, you got a movie right there.
And
Honestly,
that's a movie.
They have 8 of these things planned after this.
Yeah, of course.
Between offshoots and sequels and God knows what.
That's smart. You
So
get
they're
somebody
probably
young.
setting up
Yeah.
all these. That's why this makes no sense.
Oh,
Because they're
you're-
setting up all the other shit.
Don't worry, little girl. You're gonna grow up in the Transformers world. Oh, ew. Also, I didn't check the credits, but this is indeed comedian Carmichael.
Jerrod Carmichael.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
Yes.
the dude
Yes,
Yes,
he's the
that's it.
from the
comic relief.
Carmichael show. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
He's fine. He's totally good. in
He's
this.
actually, he's one of the best parts. I would say.
He's another character that the movie forgets is in it.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
yes,
they
it's
set him
true.
up. There's this whole business about like he's kind of doing T.J. Miller's bit, not for nothing. Like he's like,
Yes.
I work for you. What? Why am I working here? And I'm like, didn't I see this before?
Better watch it, Carmichael. I know what happens with fucking stand-up comedians that are friends with Cade Yeager.
Hey, you funny? I don't think that was very funny. Nobody's laughing at your shit, Carmichael. I can eviscerate you.
I will get the Carmichael show fucking canceled.
Okay,
Do
that's
you
it.
hear me?
40 minutes of this movie, you're not going to be in it now. 40 minutes.
Dude, 40 minutes, that's being generous. He's out of
Right.
this movie for like an hour and a
Characters
half.
disappear, including Optimus, for hours on end.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just like gone.
But with Optimus Prime, though, we are finally granted the wish that we've been bitching about this whole Transformers-a-thon, which is like, let some of these other Transformers shine a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, you get more
And they-
Bumblebee.
And they're clearly setting up the Bumblebee movie that's coming out in like 2 years.
Yeah, next year, man.
Is it next year?
18,
Oh, man.
18.
I know it's never going to happen, but I would love to reach a day, in my old age, that there aren't any Transformers movies
Where the
left
Transformers
to do.
movies end and Ron
Yeah.
Howard makes a
And-
new
and-
Transformers remake.
Ron Howard's going to be long dead by then. Think about
That's
this.
fair.
Think about this. These movies are going to go on for another 50 years, maybe.
And then they stopped, for there were no more Transformers stories to tell.
Yeah, right. Look, if we got King Arthur this early, there's already no more Transformer stories.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I just want this shit to die.
So we're kind of interspersing. Megatron shows up.
Sure.
Megatron, by the way, in case anyone was wondering, if anyone ever gave a shit, was actually reincarnated by Stanley Tucci as Galvatron, and he had a different mechanism in which he transformed. But in this movie, he's just Megatron again and regularly transforming.
Yeah, it was that thing where like he exploded into like a bunch of pixels or whatever, and then came back
because he's not a true Transformer.
Right, he was made of like the artificial
Transformium.
Yes,
Transformium.
yes.
Yeah.
And this movie is just like he's Megatron.
And again, and what the fuck does it matter, man? You're just getting paid millions of dollars to write a screenplay for this $1 million fucking franchise, and you don't have to know shit about anything.
And Barricade, who died 2 movies ago, is just back like, hey, everybody, it's Barricade. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened here?
Barricade 2, the barricading.
Man, you know what? One part I hate them all, but this one part I hate is when Megatron makes that deal with TFR or whatever.
Yeah.
And
it turns into Suicide Squad for 10 minutes.
Yes, it's just like,
Yep.
let's go through the stats of all these awesome Decepticons. I'm busting out of Arkham, bro.
Dude, I was pulling my hair out at this. I mean, we can just even get to this.
It's 45 minutes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Berserker, Onslaught, Dreadbot. Dreadbot was my favorite name.
What
But
about
like-
Nitro Zeus?
Nitro Zeus is
Yeah.
the big one.
Did we get them all? Mohawk, Dreadbot, Nitro Zeus, Berserker, and we did say Onslaught?
Yes,
Okay.
those are
That's
all.
all. I mean,
Berserker's the only one that's not let out of his cage.
and we even stopped the movie to have like title cards for these guys.
Yeah.
And these guys,
That's the thing. That's
like-
the Suicide Squad thing.
like everybody else does nothing. And I'm like, so then what are we even talking about?
They're all like, they team up with Megatron for one scene, and they're all instantly murdered by a baby.
Yep.
The 14-year-old, they go to like some fucking, I couldn't tell if it was a ghost town or not, because it's like ghost town, ghost town, ghost town, old blues musicians sitting outside of a bar, ghost town, ghost town, ghost town.
Oh, he's just there to meet the devil to sell us.
Oh yeah. Goes down. Max von Sydow walking the cursed earth. Ghost town.
I mean, it's a ghost town. It has to have ghosts.
I mean,
Everyone is here to. I will preach the law to you.
I thought you meant the wait. You were talking about Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
thought
no,
you
he
meant-
wasn't
I thought you meant-
referencing Seventh Seal.
That's what I. How about both of them? How about young Max von Sydow and old Max?
Oh, that's a hologram I'd watch.
And then somebody else comes out of the shadows.
Oh, you're looking for Luke Skywalker, eh? I know him too.
We'd like to do a play in your town.
An army of Max von Sydows.
That's terrifying and stoic.
Oh
at the
no,
same
I'm
time.
cheating on my wife in New York. Oh, and her sisters.
Who here knows what Steve's referencing? Brush up on your Woody Allen films.
Press stop to end the podcast.
Yes, please press stop.
You know what's kind of funny, and
Free
it's
us.
it's a blink and you miss it, because we're not really. This movie is avoiding any presidential anything.
Sure.
Except there is a moment where a weaselly so-and-so goes to like some army, whatever the fuck, and has to be like, what's the deal with Transformers? Anybody else catching the fact that this dude is cast to look exactly like Sean Spicer? And
What?
it's a total like,
He had a beard though, didn't he?
no, this
He
dude did not have a
okay.
beard. And he's like, I have to like get all the facts because I have to know what I need to say.
Oh,
And this,
all
that,
right.
and the other thing. And I was like, this little turd looks like that other little turd. And it's kind of funny.
I was probably in the bathroom at this point.
It's a blink and you miss a thing that happens right before this Suicide Squad introduction shit.
Yep.
And also, I mean, this is so fucking infuriating.
Oh,
We
God.
have this bit of comedy where it's like, oh, and we've got this team of lawyers here, Megatron, and they're all making fucking phone calls about pardoning these robots.
It's like the handoff in Lethal Weapon. It's in the middle of the desert. And you're with lawyers?
And of course, only one of the Transformer bad guys is dressed like Hannibal Lecter a little bit. Anyone get that? Like he's like, yeah.
Of course, dude, because we're making all these jokes so people can be entertained and laugh their asses off.
I will say one thing for this movie. less product placement, or at least less that I saw.
Big time.
I mean, aside from obviously all the cars that you can't get away from. I mean, that you could get away, but they don't. Cars and Bud Light. That's it. There's one. I mean, there is
Bud Light,
that
man.
Bud Light thing where
There's
like
Bud
Mark
Light.
Wahlberg's like, yo, stop the movie. I'm getting thirsty.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's-
little dinosaur robots. Hey, by the way, why are there like dinosaur puppies? I don't know. Give me a fucking Bud Light. Click, click.
Where were these robot eggs hatching?
Who's fucking who? That's what I want to know.
That's a great question. Although I will admit to thinking that they were very cute.
Maybe they
adorable.
dropped from sacks like in the second one.
Yeah.
Well, show me that jelly sack, because there's your opportunity to show me that jelly sack.
It'd be great if Optimus Prime goes to Cybertron. No! Where are the jelly sacks? I was promised jelly sacks.
Turns out these sequels are confused and inconsistent.
So there's a big fight, but Optimus does go to Cybertron. He meets Quintessa, who's the Borg queen. I mean, the bad lady. She looks a lot like Alex Creed, doesn't she?
Big time. Is she canon? Is this Quintessa canon?
I was looking it up. There's something called the Quintessons, who are actually the creators of the Transformers. She's just kind of an amalgamation of them.
Oh, yeah, because, when everything's chock full of this much bullshit, better combine two characters into one to save space.
And what happened to those aliens in the last movie? Remember there was like honest to goodness, like fleshy aliens
No.
It
dropping
was
bombs.
the last movie, Steve.
I guess you're right.
Gavin's got a
Forget
point.
it.
They were like
Erased from existence.
there were humanoid aliens that dropped like those bombs that started our ice age, right, or something.
I don't remember any of that.
That's fine.
Weren't those robots, though?
I thought they were. You know what? Somebody will yell at me.
That
on Twitter.
wasn't like Lockup or whatever the fuck that dude's name was. Anyway,
Oh, Lockdown?
right.
Foot
Bounty
Locker?
Hunter.
Footlocker.
Come along, Footlocker.
So as it turns out, John Turturro is buddies with one Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Because we're getting a lot of like phone call. Anthony Hopkins is like, thought I told you never to call me here. And he's like, yeah, I know this line is insecure, but we got some Transformer talk to do.
And he's like, yeah, whatever. Click. Next plot point. Who happens to be a main character in this movie? This lady who is Merlin's disciple named Vivian, who is just like a British Megan Fox.
She is
essentially, yeah.
1000% a British Megan Fox. I thought it
you-
fucking was Megan Fox.
Did you look up her other credits?
She's on stuff.
commercials?
No,
No,
she was
she's
in.
on stuff.
She was in both Guardians of the Galaxy as Quill's
Quill's
mother.
I actually think she's a good actress.
Oh,
I think
wow.
she does a fine job here, and I think like she's good
yeah,
in shit.
Yeah.
So good for her.
Wait, she was playing the woman rotting in that hotel bed in the second
apparently.
movie? Or in the first one?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Wow.
according to the Tribune.
Wow, it's wild shit.
And then I guess Kurt Russell plows her in the second one.
Oh,
Well,
that's
no,
she
right.
play the young
weird,
one?
a weird. I mean, she must have because that's
I
the
don't
only
know.
that's the only
It was
time
the
she's in that
credit.
movie.
It was
Yeah.
it was a credit. I saw a credit.
well, no, it's a weird like buff guy with a blue screen mask that they're like, oh, no, they're just gonna put like an old fucking Big Trouble in Little China face on that thing later. Don't worry, but you have to have sex with this blue screen guy.
Oh man, that's amazing.
disgusting.
I would love
Done
to do it.
and done.
I would totally do it.
It's getting closer. Hey, you know what? Getting
Hey,
closer.
the computer wore tennis shoes.
So yeah, she's like this. She's this art curator or something. She's giving tours, like art tours
She's
about
like telling
medieval
people
art.
that the King Arthur legend is bullshit, and everyone's like, "Yeah, no shit, lady. Can I get my $10 back?"
Well, it's some dumb school trip. They don't know no better.
She's like an Oxford
But she's got
professor.
Yes.
a presentation to prove that the work of fiction is in fact fiction.
Yes, great.
Well, it's like, that's how she keeps the lights on, giving these tours. She's made that same joke 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's true. She got a little comfortable with it. You think?
I think
And-
that's the
and
idea.
Check out
it's,
some new material, I
King
think.
Arthur is fiction, but there might be some truth somewhere.
Yeah, he's a
down the
composite
line.
of this and
Exactly,
that. Yeah.
just like Jesus or George Washington.
I'm honestly really surprised neither of those characters are in this movie.
Yeah, those are
Neither
fucking
Jesus
great.
nor George Washington
character-
shows up here.
The next Bumblebee. I bet you he's hanging out with George Washington.
Do you want to know how George Washington actually crossed the Delaware? Just ask my friend Bumblebee.
He was the one holding the boat.
You want to know how Jesus Christ got those scars? I gave it to him, motherfuck.
One night, my father, a Roman centurion.
I don't know. So like, yeah, she's a part of this movie. Optimus Prime is turned into a baddie, kind of unceremoniously.
Nemesis Prime.
No, I like it. Speaking of
Stupid.
Star Trek, and
Fucking
speaking of
yeah,
mm-hmm.
fucking dumb.
Yeah, she's just like, you're a bad guy now, and he's like, hey, cool.
Now I have this pretty bitchin' Bowie-esque red mark over my eye. That signifies I'm evil.
And I have magenta lights in my eyes for some reason.
Well, that's the thing, dude. They
I
turn
got the Oliver Wilde pendant, and now my eyes are purple.
blue eyes are Autobots and red eyes are Decepticons.
Oh.
So he flips. He turns Decepticon in this
That's
movie
right.
and deceives no one.
Because it doesn't matter. And because he like bows out of them. Like Evil
That-
Optimus
right.
Prime is a really cool idea.
Yeah.
But
But it
not
just-
really cool. I mean, in
It's
quotes.
cool enough for
Yeah.
one of these movies,
Yeah.
but this is where he's just cut out of the movie for 90 minutes.
He's
And
like,
he
I'm
show-
taking a bus back to Earth. It's going to take a long, 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 long time.
Don't worry, I'll get there.
Oh, we're transferring at Mars. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I missed my transfer.
Keep it together, Rizzo. Keep it together. We're going to get there soon, I swear.
That'd be awesome. And then he just like fucking curls up and dies.
Everybody's talking.
I used the bathroom and Pluto, and I missed my fucking stop. Great. I'll see you later, movie. Ah, shit.
Well, he gets there right before it ends.
Yeah,
so.
you get So this big battle with Megatron and these guys that takes 20 minutes to break out happens and nobody cares.
Nope.
And then like this little British robot's like, yo, the real movie's this way, guys. We're gonna do National Treasure for about an hour. Everybody else, sorry, beginning of the movie, you guys just do nothing now.
And yeah, I really did want to make a National Treasure movie too. I thought they looked pretty neat up there on the screen.
You watch National Treasure Book of Secrets and you fucking tell me that's not an excellent movie you'd also like to make.
And also tell me that I wouldn't have made it fucking better.
Well, he probably
He
would.
probably
have.
would've.
So apologies to John Turtletaub.
What else did he do?
Isn't he right
the-
at the
the-
museum guy?
Oh shit!
No, is that him?
I think that's him.
I mean, he's both of those National Treasure movies.
I'm
Well,
almost
I'm
positive
gonna be pulling
on that.
up the ticker.
Is that little C-3PO thing named Cogsworth?
No, Cogsman is the C-3PO guy, and the BB-8 is
Wait, Cogsman, his Secret Service. Wait, what was that? The Kingsman.
the
Kingsman.
Sorry.
Kingsman.
Wrong.
Kingsman.
Confusing.
Saw a preview for that sequel on this
That
Transformers
looks like
film.
Michael Bay shit.
It's that first movie's fucking stupid.
It
So
sure
yeah,
is.
Cogman is like, hey, come with me, Mark Wahlberg, and Bumblebee too, sure. But the rest of the cast that we've been introducing for a long time will do nothing.
And like Cade Yeager at this point is like, "Yo, John Goodman robot, take care of these two little kids I stole." Like,
Yo,
it's just-
there is we can't not talk about it. It's my favorite part of all of these movies. He meets this Native American border agent or something.
oh, it's what's his face
From Hell or High Water.
This dude's having a fucking bang up couple of years.
Oh, yeah,
here.
yeah.
That dude, Hell or High Water, Kimmy Schmidt, he's all over the place.
By the way, I just looked up John Turteltaub, and I'm kind of like, this guy's an auteur. Like, we need to write a paper. This is amazing. I'm sorry to derail us, but Think Big, 1989, with the Barbarian Brothers, Three Ninjas,
Whoa.
Cool Runnings,
Whoa,
Phenomenon with
that movie
Yeah.
fucking
Stay
sucked.
tuned, stay tuned.
Instinct, Instinct with Anthony Hopkins.
What is Instinct?
That's
with
with him
Cuba
and-
Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
I'm like a caveman or something.
I've been in the wild.
Oh, is that the Bear movie?
No, that's
You're thinking of The Edge. You're thinking of The
Oh,
Edge, bro.
Instinct, where he's got long ass hair.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I never saw it.
Disney's The Kid with Bruce Willis.
Oof.
National Treasure. Book of Secrets. The Sorcerer's Apprentice, which is awful.
That movie fucking stinks.
Las Vegas.
Wow, wow, with the
God.
bucket list, but worse. Last Vegas.
That's correct.
So I was wrong. I thought I could have sworn. I mean, the tint of crap.
Well, I mean,
Don't worry, he has his own tint of crap.
Yes.
So he meets this guy who's like his buddy there, who's like kind of watching his junkyard. He also works for the law, and he's like, "Hey, Chief, how's it hanging?" And he's like, "I wish you wouldn't call me Chief." And he's like, "Why, Chief?" And he's like, well, that's not my name, and also it's vaguely racist. Which somebody actually looking at Mark Wahlberg in the face in a movie and saying vaguely racist at him, that's pretty amazing.
I don't know, Steve. Technically, they're talking over the phone. Aren't they not?
No.
Oh, that's
what.
what.
Yeah.
Oh, because most of most of their interactions are indeed over.
No,
the
it's
phone.
on his way into town after the
Yes.
fight. He's like, "Hey,
okay.
Chief, how's it hanging?" He's like, "Don't call me."
It's
Chief.
before Megatron does a Hamlet with Starscream's head.
Oh, right. Oh, God damn it.
So-
that's right, because what's his name? Hatchback fucking found it. What's that thing's name? Steve Buscemi?
Day Trader.
Day Trader is like, I got this fucking head here. Remember Starscream? Oh, nobody gives a shit. Moving on.
Here, Bumblebee, here's your vocal cords. Oh, it's female. It's bullshit then.
Oh, here's a gay joke for you, Bumblebee.
No, he talks like Siri.
Oh, right.
It's
yeah.
the Siri
Oh,
voice.
duh.
And
But
everyone is laughing nuts.
That was one of the times I got hooting and hollering in my
Really?
theater, man.
Wow.
Stomping feet. People were
What?
laughing that
See,
hard.
the thing is, when I saw this movie, it was dead fucking silence. There were children that were fucking dead silent. It was eerie as I thought it was a Children of the Corn.
a grim march to the end of that movie. No, people were
Yeah.
enjoying it in mine.
Oh,
my
that
God.
sucks.
Yeah, that was even worse.
I think I was the one making the most noise in my theater.
So Wahlberg goes to England and kind of does like King Ralph for a while, I guess.
Well, they're both kidnapped, are they not?
Yeah.
So- sort of.
By Cogman.
Cogman.
Cogman gets one, and then Hot Rod, who's a French Transformer, gets the British lady.
By the way, these are both
Voiced by Bishop.
this
Oh,
one,
right, yeah.
this one, and Cogman, the hottest robots of this series.
I
Oh,
kind
these
of
are
thought, I
sexy
liked
robots.
Cogman. I liked that Cogman was like 5'2" or something. Like, hey, man.
It was interesting to see something that
And
could
he's-
like interact with a human one-on-one.
I
instead
did
of
like
looking
that.
up.
I mean,
off of the Wikipedia,
Uh-huh.
Cogman, by the way, do you know what class of Transformer he is?
No, I do not.
He is a headmaster.
Whoa.
not even
so,
kidding.
okay, is that on your lip list?
The top of it. No, he is a headmaster because he is one of those Transformers that forms a bigger Transformer, and he's
What?
the head of something.
He turns into like a little head.
Yeah, and I guess that doesn't happen in the movie because who
don't
could
worry.
care? But
it
like
will
that's
happen in the next one.
I don't
I
know.
hope so.
Oh,
we do see that.
what?
We do see that World War I tank guy that's falling
Tank
apart.
guy does that, and then there's that Minotaur guy later in the movie, and then obviously the Knights themselves do that.
Mm, right. The Knights, the
like
Knights
get
be-
like joined
Voltron.
together.
Yeah, there's like a
And
Minotaur.
become-
The Minotaur guy's pretty cool. He's like
Minotaur
on.
guy.
I don't remember this.
He's on Cybertron. He's like what's her name's like number 2.
Oh.
Quintess's
Oh.
number 2 is like and you can barely. He doesn't talk. He's a big Minotaur dude that's made of like 12 different dudes.
Oh, I did not notice. this.
Jesus.
Oh, wait. This is vaguely familiar. No, I don't know. I'm
I
thinking
don't know.
about
I'm getting
yeah,
like
I
a
don't know.
whiff of something,
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't really.
that the whole last hour of this, I just
I
didn't
saw
know
this
what was
movie.
going on.
I saw this movie stone sober 24 hours ago, and I hated it.
Right.
Well,
I
I'll
saw
tell you this.
days ago.
yeah.
You know
I
what?
don't remember anything.
I will say what's great about Cogman is he's voiced by that horny butler from Downton Abbey.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, Jim. Can't think of his name. Yes.
Yes.
That dude's awesome. My thing though, is it ever explicitly mentioned that Cogman is a Transformer? Because this whole time I was like, cool, Anthony Hopkins built that thing.
Yeah, they never say transform. He never says I'm an Autobot or I'm a Decepticon, and he's got yellow eyes, not blue or
Oh,
nor
right.
red.
So
Right.
maybe- yeah, I mean, in the film canon, maybe Anthony Hopkins did make him out of various watch parts or whatever.
Well, because it is that, and Anthony Hopkins is like
Different-
like the world's leading Transformer expert.
Well, he's a Witwicken, which we should probably get
yeah,
into
let's,
now.
Yeah,
do
let's
the-
just get into
let's
it.
do the Witwickens, and then we'll talk about his watch.
So Anthony Hopkins brings Cade Yeager and this what's her name, Vicky
Vivian.
Vivian,
Because it features in my favorite line of the movie coming up.
brings them to his like palatial fucking English estate. This thing's amazing.
Yeah, it's like a
And he's
castle.
like, yeah, it's pretty much a castle, I'd say.
It
he's,
is.
He's like, I am the last Witwicken, and I am the one who's responsible for the line of Witwicken.
Yo,
blah,
bro, do you
blah,
have to
blah,
like
blah.
you have to like wear that mask all the time so you don't bite people? Yo, dude, that shit's scary. I mean, no, seriously, Mike, does he wear that off screen?
No,
Because
no, seriously, can he take off that old man mask?
Tony, I gotta tell you, I saw Silence of the Lambs in theaters, and it scared me so much I fucking ran right out of the theater, and beat the shit out of a Vietnamese guy. It was fucking crazy, bro.
That's a true story I heard.
Yeah, it's a totally true story that people don't talk about with Mark Wahlberg.
Then I saw Hannibal, bro. That movie was messed up.
Yo, you were like going to the opera and shit. It was like the last one, but you were walking around.
Did you really feed that old guy to pigs? No, shut up. That wasn't Gary Oldman. That was not. No way. No way.
Somebody get me my cell real quick. I gotta call Turtle. Tell him that Gary Oldman was in his favorite movie, Hannibal.
Dude, I keep fucking forgetting. There's a real entourage out there. There's a real life timeline Turtle.
Yep.
And Johnny
There's
Drama.
a Goober, as we've discussed.
And
His name is
Goober, right? Yeah.
Oh, that mask would be good for Cuba.
Oh man, Mark's doing another Transformers movie. He's not doing the movie. Oh no, he's definitely doing the Transformers movie.
Okay, Diego. So yeah, basically, like, there's a line of people called the Witwickens, and I guess it's this family line of all these dudes who have been like assigned to oversee
The secret history of the Transformers.
But- right.
That's right. I'll eat my shit on camera. Anything you want me to say, I'll say it with some class.
including a picture of fucking Shia LaBeouf that looks straight out of a mugshot.
But
Well, so he's dead, by the way.
I guess
right?
he
'Cause
must
says
be.
He's the
Must
be
last
dead.
in line.
He
of
says he's the
Witwickens?
last. I think it's insinuated
but
that
that's also the Witwickens. Aren't the Witwickens also just like Einstein and Shakespeare? Or are they just
Harriet fucking Tubman.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
no, I don't.
Yeah.
so? It
I
can't
don't
just
think
be
Harry.
family.
I don't think Ms. Tubman
She's
was.
on the wall.
Yeah, but that's when he's like, "We've helped all these people all over the years."
I
So
think
they're
she's-
like
I think she's a
honorary
Witwiccan.
Witwickens?
I think she's a Witwiccan, my friend.
But all right,
Oh man,
dude,
maybe that's like.
listen though, if it's the line of Witwickens and all these different people from all walks could be a Witwiccan, how the fuck is then they're also the family Witwicky?
Well, that's
What does Kevin Dunn have to say about
Dunn
this?
got skipped over, dude. Anthony Hopkins, like, let me just check in here on your grades, and I'll be back in 20 years. I think that's what happened, right? I feel like they just skipped over a generation.
Well, I think it's a belief system. Like the original Witwicky who found the first Transformer in the fucking ice shelf, or
Right,
whatever
the
fuck-
grandfather.
Grandfather.
But he was
the
actually-
first one. He was the guy who
no,
originally.
this presupposes he isn't.
But didn't he say I was one of the
original?
original Witwickens?
no, because Shakespeare was a like fucking he says Leonardo da Vinci was a Witwiccan. It's like
that makes
whatever,
sense.
Everybody,
His
just-
helicopter drawing was
Okay.
actually a fucking Transformer.
That's totally right.
Okay,
dude.
so back in BC, Ebenezer fucking Witwicky fucking started this thing, I guess.
In the Bronze Age.
That's a name in the Bronze Age. Is
Yes,
Ebenezer.
I'm
That's
going
what
with
we're
it.
going
Just
with.
gonna-
Okay.
but
It's
yeah, that's fine.
Nebuchadnezzar Witwick.
I mean, this whole idea of Transformers have had a
Well, sorry, Jesus. You're gonna have to take one for the team, for the Witwickens. You're gonna have to go up on that cross. You see, you're gonna have to keep this Transformers secret. Sorry, Optimus
right.
isn't coming for you this time.
I'm sorry, Jesus. I can't be there.
I think Pontius Pilate was a Witwick.
He might
Pontius
have been-
Pilate was a fucking Decepticon, dude.
Oh,
Fuck.
No, but it's just I hate this idea that like
Thumbs
throughout-
up or thumbs down.
throughout global history.
this is not armor. It is my body.
There's been a fucking Transformer having its little robot finger in the
know,
world
I
pie.
know, and it
Yes.
and we had to pretend that wasn't going on.
And it's all the heavy hitters, man. It's the
Yeah, I know.
it's fucking Hitler. It's the Underground Railroad. It's
Yeah.
Einstein.
Yep, it's
What the
Burt
fuck?
Reynolds. They're all
Donald Trump.
Yeah, they're all Transformer people.
And they all just knew. Everybody. All these people
Yep.
knew about Transformers, and nobody said shit.
Yeah.
Nobody got drunk one night and said shit.
Well, if you read A Midsummer's Night Dream, you will see
Oh.
some allusions to the grand
yes.
robots in
Yeah,
the sky.
I think Puck was definitely a Transformer. He was like a Cogman.
And this is so he like spews all this bullshit, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, Vivian, you're also related to Merlin." Moving on.
You're the only. She said she's the only living relative to Merlin. What were we talking to her family?
Yeah,
in
she's
this
got
movie?
a family. I mean, like, I guess all of the other ones died out.
Her
Or
shitty
like-
father, who it turns out wasn't shitty.
Well, that's
toward the
maybe
end.
it was on the father. It was on the
right,
father.
it
The
was
father
the
was
father's
part of it
line.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Father's
that mother
line.
ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
All right.
I do just like leaving that fart in a room and living. Yeah, you're related to Merlin. Go on. Anyways.
Excuse me.
Well, that's what he does. He just shits exposition. And there's like a staff, the staff that the Merlin gets in the beginning of the movie.
We're given to him by this night, and it's a really stupid, like, it's a big staff that a Transformer is holding, and then it, like, gets really small. It could be like a Transformer toothpick, I think is the idea.
Oh, cool. I'm Hound. I could put that in my asshole.
Yes, he could.
I could butt chug that. Oh, I'm Hound.
Man, if this movie was just 2 hours and 30 minutes of a Transformer butt chugging shit, I would be like, this is great.
Or if Han was like doing a Maria full of grace.
Oh, man.
my God.
The only way I can hide the talisman is hip. Yeah.
By the way, the
Just sitting on
talisman.
this plane. Oh no, that talisman baggie exploded in my ass.
That would be very dangerous because I read on Wikipedia what the talisman is today because I didn't get it while watching the movie, even though
Yeah.
it becomes a sword.
Yeah, it's Excalibur.
There you go.
No.
It's Excalibur,
Yep,
everybody.
and the lady in the lake was fucking Quintessa or whatever the fuck.
You know what? 3 cheers to the people that wrote this movie because you fucking pulled the wool over Paramount's eyes.
The idea
like
that you could
nobody's
get this movie
business.
made is just
It's-
crazy.
It's outrageous.
It's crazy.
It is.
Nobody gives a fuck. This movie is like, look at how fucking stupid these people are. You know what? Put Merlin in this movie. They'll buy a ticket. They're fucking morons.
Am I correct? Is this an Akiva Goldsman? Did he pen
Yeah,
this?
Akiva Goldsman.
was
had
he?
his
Did he
name.
write
Oh,
it?
yeah,
He had his
because he's
fingers all
he
over
is
it.
the head of the writers' room for all the movies going forward.
Really?
Are there going to
Yep.
be
He's-
movies going
by
forward,
the
though?
way,
Didn't this
he's-
movie bomb?
This movie
foreign
bombed
market-
domestically.
The global box office, China goes to the movies.
Yes.
Yeah, it did good enough business.
This
that I'm
is
sure we'll have
Winter's
more.
Tale, Akiva Goldsman.
You know what? Here's the thing. Keep making them. Just put them out over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, release them in China and then, like, 6 months later, put them out on
Yo,
Blu-ray.
just don't release him in Vietnam, bro.
No, here's what, honestly, set it in Asia, get a
Yeah.
full Asian
Yep.
cast,
I would
no
love it.
Americans, just like Hong Kong actors or something.
That'd be awesome.
And do it all there.
Get a Hong Kong director. It would be a
Ooh,
dope
much-
movie.
yeah,
it would
it
be
would
really
actually
cool.
be
That would
Fucking
actually be really fucking
Shoot
sweet.
it in Chinese
South
or whatever.
Korea, I don't.
Yeah, do whatever you want with it. I'd rather see it subtitled.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
It would
Me
be
too.
it would be more interesting experience.
That would be really cool, actually, if it was like a totally like official Transformers movie,
Yeah.
but it was subtitled because it's in Mandarin.
Get the Japanese director who did the Godzilla movie, the other Godzilla movie.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Shiroji.
Oh, the one from like 2001?
No, the one that just came out after as a response to.
Oh, to the 2014
Yes.
one. Oh, that dude. Yeah, I didn't know
didn't
he was
see
like an actual name.
He's and that movie's really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You saw it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it better than Transformers: The Last Night?
It is very much so.
All right.
So he could really improve on this.
So there's a lot of car chases. There's my favorite scene in the movie. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is Mark Wahlberg. Like they also talk about that Mark Wahlberg is indeed the last knight, and he's a knight. He was given the pendant not only because he knows Optimus Prime, but because he's got all these virtues. One of course being chastity. And he's like, "Yo, bro, what's that mean?" Well, there's like a joke like he's stupid, and he's like, "No, I know what chaste is, bro.
yeah, but it's
I'm
also,
an inventor. I got a degree.
But
I got
also-
a University of Phoenix master's degree. Okay, bro."
we have to
Whoa.
hear about like when was the last time Cade Yeager fucked.
Yeah,
Like that's just a thing, and he's like, it's been a while. Come on, just stop.
Turned into a fucking Blake Edwards movie for a minute.
Oh, I like that. It'd be a lot funnier.
There-
It'd
there
be
is this part-
intentionally
there's
funny.
they're like flirting him and Vivian, and he like quotes like he's like, "Yo, bro, it's actually like, is there any difference between like advanced science and magic?" Arthur C. Clarke, and she's like, "Hold on, Are you a genius?
And then the craziest
Excuse
thing
me,
was,
are you a genius?
and then her pants fell down.
Uh-huh,
It was
exactly.
outrageous. Whoop.
And they have this scene, this national treasure scene, when they're going around her father's study. He picks up this horse and he's like, "Look at this stupid little horse! It's probably stuck in his butthole." One of my favorite lines in the movie.
Because what is it they're looking for?
Just a map to
Oh,
who could ever care.
An address that he
To the
finds in a
staff. Is it like a location
the
of the
address
staff?
of the staff.
Yeah, and then Anthony Hopkins. They go to a submarine. Long story, incredibly
Well,
long.
we are skipping over the Nazis.
Oh, we can't
Oh,
skip the
yeah.
Nazis.
It's not just in passing. He's like, yeah, Harriet Tubman. This is like, I'm going to tell you the story about when Bumblebee was a real mean fuck.
Bumblebee and what I've been calling Hellfish Botnanza.
Dude, it's like Bumblebee rolls up to some like Hitler's castle or
Which
whatever.
I read
this is
online
good.
was actually one of Winston Churchill's properties, and a lot of people were mad. That
Oh,
they
wow.
depicted it as a Nazi stronghold.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like Bumblebee and all these dudes rolled up to assassinate Hitler. But Eric, who was it that got the job done in those dark hours in the bunker?
Are you talking about real life or in Transformers?
No, in Transformer.
A
Land.
watch.
Oh man,
Pocket watch Transformer that now Anthony Hopkins keeps in his pocket to threaten prime ministers.
He's a terrorist.
He is.
He basically he goes, "Careful, Mark Wahlberg. That's the watch that killed Hitler." And it's like, oh man,
yes, I
I'll
am
eat shit.
I am
Yummy.
the British Timothy McVeigh.
That's an outrageous thing. Actually, is Anthony Hopkins totally sneaks into the Prime
Parliament?
Minister's
Yeah, 10
headquarters,
Downing.
Yeah.
10
Oh.
Downing Street.
The
yeah.
old entrance.
Oh yeah, I'll just go in the back door. Oh yes,
Whatever. And
Shut
he's
up.
like, he holds up this watch. He's like, "You'll tell your men to move, or I'll fucking blow us all sky high."
I control England now.
Well, he's talking. It's a prime minister that's cast to look like
David Cameron?
It's a David Cameron dude, and it's like, oh, you didn't anticipate what happened there, did you,
No,
Michael?
no one saw
Bay?
that happening.
No cowardly older woman running the fucking ship. It's kind of awesome, but he's just like threatening this prime minister, and then this guy's like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you say you're a Witwicken? Security, back away.
Yeah.
This dude rules the world.
Mm-hmm.
We go to a submarine because apparently the coordinates they got are underwater. They hijack a submarine. Anthony Hopkins gives like, it's a famous submarine. I don't know British submarines, guys. I'm sorry. It's just, you know
All right, Twitter. I'm gonna let this fuck have it. He don't know no British submarine history.
Just, you know what, man? It's spotty at best. And Anthony Hopkins like buys this British submarine. He's like, "This submarine is closed permanently." And I'm like, dude,
Oh, well, 'cause
get
it's-
this guy out of this movie.
It's a museum.
Yeah.
and he's like, the museum is out of business.
He's pushing people out. Get out of here, fat ass.
He's
Oh,
fucking.
right, he
He's
calls
yelling
someone-
at people.
He calls someone fucking fat, which is awesome. I would watch a movie that's 3 hours long of just Anthony Hopkins calling people fat. Just like on the street.
Anthony Hopkins in the Richard Simmons story.
Or if he just did like a Tom Green thing.
Oh wow.
It's just fucking MTV late night. It's just Anthony Hopkins.
I'm going to
yelling
go
at
to my
people.
parents' house and install a "Where's my dinner bitch" statue on their lawn. It will be fucking priceless.
Oh wait, my parents have been dead for years.
I've secretly put an alligator in my uncle's bedroom. Let's see what happens.
I'll wake him up by slapping him in the face.
I'm going to give my co-host Ray Winstone's phone number out on air. Oh, and for you not going to do that? Yes, I am, Ray. Yes, I am.
3, 2, 1. Oh, mercy me! It's all so stupid.
It's dumb.
And by the way, we should mention at this point, like we're fucking diving the depths here to get the coordinates to this staff, because as it turns out, Earth,
Oh, please.
what we know as Earth,
Uh-huh.
it's actually indeed planet Unicron, which is like the sister planet of whatever the fuck.
Someone's
Cybertron.
Someone's incredibly baggy, bad jeans just came when they heard that.
Well, that
Jisco.
Man, what a curse if you had to say that every time you come.
Oh man, yeah, that's unfortunate. Saying a fake word like Jinko. At least it'd be like success. Like if you
Why
had to yell.
would someone have to say that when they come? Is it
Well,
like
that's
a-
what I was
A
saying.
wizard's curse?
Yeah.
When the reveal,
Yeah.
right, was that Earth was indeed Unicron.
You would come in your Jenkins.
We posited, or Steve did.
No,
and
I heard
agreed.
the whole exchange. I just think it's stupid.
Oh,
Wrangler.
Oh fuck, dude! That's what you do. It's the countryman out here. That's
what you do at Unforgiven.
In Kingsman sequel, the Eastman or whatever.
The
right?
Statesman.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I saw.
that's
It
the
looks
Americans.
so-
I
It looks
just
real bad. It looks real bad.
can't care.
Hey, do you remember how in the first movie they killed Obama? Anyway,
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
There is Buster Bluth is in this movie. God bless him.
thank
Tony
God.
Hale.
Tony Hale, and he's just doing. I mean, like he's just like, oh, Armageddon. I saw that movie. I could do that. And he just kind of he's like doing a one man Armageddon play.
He is, which is very sad. But also, why can't you just take the very little scraps that Turturro is given in this movie?
Make him the guy.
Tony Hale say that shit. Because like the character is someone who works for NASA and he knows bleep bloop bloup about whatever.
Yeah.
Just have him also be a Transformers conspiracy theorist.
Because essentially, Quintessa is bringing Cybertron to Earth, which we
Right.
kind of already did in the third movie. We're doing it more in this one.
We're like really getting the job done.
Right.
she's
now.
like slow boating it to Earth, and basically when it gets there, if she
Get
gets
out and push.
oh fuck, I got all mud in the tires.
Goddamn kids.
It's a fucking melancholia thing all over again.
It's very melancholy. So they're going to merge together, and she's going to suck the life out of Earth, suck it back into Cybertron, and
Somebody's sucking something.
Somebody
May
is-
fire when ready.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Optimus Prime, your ancient religion won't.
right. Exactly. Conjure up the stolen data tapes.
Your sad devotion to that ancient religion. Yeah, exactly.
The Wiccans.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously it ends up being Stonehenge is what they have to like center Cybertron over.
which comes together with one of my. We were talking about Unicron. The second time we realize it's Unicron, it's Anthony Hopkins. My favorite line. Anthony Hopkins looking at a book like, "Wow, Earth is Unicron," as if he just like found a penny.
well,
Just,
Oh, didn't see that coming.
Earth is Unicron.
Wait, now Unicron, I don't know anything about.
I don't. I mean, it's a
was
thing
that
that
the
people
thing that
who
was
like.
voiced by
Orson Welles
yes.
did it. Yeah.
It's a planet monster thing from the old show.
Right, all right, just like Orson Welles, the planet monster of Hollywood.
Oh, the French champagne.
Tell me how to emphasize in July, and I'll go down on you.
Doing a commercial for fucking frozen peas. What a disgrace.
So whatever. I mean, like that's all happening. We're in a
I
submarine.
directed Citizen Cade.
Sorry. It came to me and I had
No,
I had to
like it.
ruin
I
everything. I'm
appreciate
sorry.
it.
Rosebud. Oh, yo, Tony Hopkins. Tony Hopkins.
told
Tony,
you not to call
Tony,
me
put your
that.
phone down. Tony, put your phone down. Stop talking. Did I watch Citizen Kane last night? You know, Rosebud is his sled. It's his sled, bro.
I'll be over here gobbling up some more shit.
That movie made me sad, bro.
I mean, it was black and white. I wouldn't be surprised in like 20 years after they're still making Transformers movies until we all die.
Uh-huh.
They'll do like an old Mark Wahlberg.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
Citizen
it.
Kane, dude.
Oh shit.
Yo, I remade The Gambler. I could do that. I could remake anything, man.
Dude, it's Mark Wahlberg holding a snow globe and he's like in bed and he just goes, Wahlburgers, and drops it.
This snow globe killed Citizen Kane. It's a Decepticon.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
could it, instead of a snow globe, could it be a Kevin McHale jersey? Could I just be holding a Kevin McHale jersey?
Yes.
It can be your sheets. Go ahead.
So that's coming to Earth. We're in a submarine, which takes forever. We're having dates on this submarine.
Well,
we're
I,
fucking taking shits on this
I
submarine.
always
is-
wanted to direct a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea remake.
Cogman shoots himself out a torpedo tube
To get tuna.
to make dinner.
And it's like, can you feel the who gives a shit? It's like, I don't care. The love interest thing doesn't matter in this movie.
It doesn't even really go anywhere.
It doesn't.
Well, this was where it became so crystal clear to me that that they were just like trying to get through this movie.
This is when it became crystal clear?
Well, this is a scene
it's
where
like an hour and 10 minutes into this thing.
he sets the dinner and they sit down and they like are just spewing language at each other, like literally.
It's a lot of fun improv.
and just like all over each other, and it's supposed to be charming, but it's like just
There's that
fucking
scene where like
stupid.
his thing, which is never really fully explained, which
His
is Excalibur.
His thing?
his talisman is going all over his body, and
it
like
goes down his dick,
it
right?
goes on his
Yeah.
dick, man.
And he
He's
doesn't-
wrapping it up, fucking Excalibur style.
and there's nothing to indicate that he feels anything. Like, it just happens.
Oh shit! Do you think he's got a bump? He's just got no dick. Down
No,
there?
I just mean it's not the first time a metallic device has wrapped itself around his penis.
Well, of course, he's been hanging with Transformers for so long.
Yo, B,
How do you think those little dinosaurs got made?
you want to stay in my junkyard, huh? Zip.
I guess we should mention
Get to suck a dinosaur.
there are.
Oh shit, I'm getting head from a dinosaur.
Fuck. That sounds like a great '80s song.
I always thought the mom from that dinosaur show was hot. Now it's coming true.
Yo, Megatron, rub my bump.
God, it's disgusting.
It's all disgusting, and it's all for nothing.
And we
That's the
still
thing.
have an hour to go.
Hey, yo, Bumblebee, I'm gonna put some sugar in your tank. Hold on a second.
God.
So we finally get to where the staff is located.
Oh, thank God.
Again, the rest of the movie is somewhere else. We get to the staff. We find out that Vivian is the only one that can manipulate it because she is what's-his-face's
She's like
Merlin's
Merlin's
descendant.
fifth
Yes.
cousin or something.
So she holds it and it turns into something that's kind of a weapon. Like Josh Duhamel shows up, he's shooting at them for no reason. And then like all these knights start fighting, blah, blah, blah. Optimus finally re-enters the movie.
Right,
and it's
'cause
all in this
It's
underwater
like Jackie
sequence
Gleason went for a
shit.
fucking smoke break in the middle of a Honeymooners episode. And everyone's like, well, when's it coming back?
Yeah, well, we are missing when Dustin Hoffman and Queen Latifah show them Merlin's grave at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, this is an ancient alien ship, ancient aliens, but
Oh, sure.
that's the night Transformers are like frozen there, waiting for
oh, right.
a modern knight to come and take the Grail or whatever.
Oh
it's
yeah,
called.
and they get woken up.
Yeah, exactly.
then
I just
they-
want to set the stage.
And then the big bass comes up from the ocean, and
Sure.
who gives a care? And the fucking horns that they were talking about.
Oh, those we haven't even mentioned those. Yeah.
They're like Unicron horns. I guess Unicron's a horned beast.
He's horny. yeah.
Back when the Earth was Pangea, which they actually bring
right,
up.
right, because that's apparently. And now you'll probably, if you try this at home, you'll probably find out that it's wrong. That Stonehenge was the center of Pangea,
Yes.
and that's why they're all aiming.
You want
for
to know
that.
what Michael Bay wanted to do for Transformers 5: The Last Night, which it should be Transformers 5: The Last Night. Let
Sure.
everybody know what we're dealing with. He wanted to blow up a part of Stonehenge or like set a bomb near Stonehenge for like a shot that he
Oh,
wanted
like
to
the
get.
real deal?
Yeah, and they were like, no.
No way.
Absolutely not. I was like, well, fine, I guess so. It's like, it's a lot of money. I'll give you a lot of money. Like, no, it's Stonehenge. And shut up.
Also, and here's the thing, not just because it's like a beloved historical oddity,
Uh-huh.
I think people are a little afraid.
Oh, you don't want to, yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
know, to like,
you wake up the goblins.
yeah, like you don't want to fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
And then
dude.
all of a sudden, the Titanic just arrived.
Yeah, better late than never. I went to a roadside attraction in the middle of Virginia somewhere
Sounds like Stonehenge to me.
called Foamhenge.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Wait,
Yeah.
Let me
what
tell
is
you,
this?
if you're ever
Yes.
in wherever the fuck Virginia, you can look it up online. There's a terrible website about it. This dude has recreated what I feel is very accurate. A model of Stonehenge made out of like foam shit.
Yeah, it's like a scale model.
Made out of discarded sex dolls.
Let me tell you, dude, might as well been. You get to this thing, and it's such a fucking nothing story, but like you get to this thing, and there's a sign, and it's like beyond this property, you walk up this thing, and there's Foamhenge. By the way, writing on this sign is the person who made this. Don't vandalize it. I come out at random times with my gun and spy on people that check it out. Cut to me and my wife walking up this muddy hill to see Foamhenge with the threat of being assassinated on the welcome sign.
And that really really sucks because Stonehenge does sound like a great sex spot.
Yeah.
And it's fucking huge. It's creepy as shit, and then you leave immediately.
Yeah, you
Very
don't-
weird stuff.
You don't get Turner diaried.
No, you really, you definitely don't. And
Ooh.
it's totally, that is the fucking first 15 minutes of a bad horror movie or a really great horror movie. I don't know. I haven't written it yet. Stonehenge, real thing, fucking terrifying.
So Anthony Hopkins takes a bow from this movie at this point.
God, it's great.
This is the part where I had to hold my mouth closed because people were really enjoying the movie around me. I didn't want to be a jerk. And when he bites it, it's the fun. It's Megatron is like trying to do. He puts the staff in Stonehenge.
Correct.
And Hopkins is like yapping at Megatron or something.
Dude, Anthony Hopkins, I'm pretty sure, is saying the name Megatron.
I'm sure he is.
Which,
Get out of here, Megatron, you big jerk. and
that's the exact line.
and
actually.
Megatron goes, filthy human, and blows him the fuck away.
Just a fucking hole. He gets Kelsey Grammered.
It's a big explosion. You see, it's like Anthony Hopkins' puppet just kind of whoo out of
Yes.
the frame.
I love seeing that little thing. You know,
Oh, shoes on the other foot. Is it not Magic's Anthony Hopkins
You can
throwing
just
puppets everywhere?
see that plump pair in those pants just fucking fly into the air. It's fucking beautiful.
And then like this fucking dumb robot is like watching him die,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's like, "I will
Cogman.
miss you, sir."
No. He does not say, "I will miss you, sir." This is the most inappropriate line for this character. Not inappropriate. It's
Well,
just
I think the most
ill-fitting.
inappropriate line for this character was "Move, bitch, get out the way."
That's
Yes.
correct. No, God, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe that made it into this movie. Anthony Hopkins is dying. His fucking intestines are like falling out of his body, and this fucking robot goes, "Of all the Witwickens I have served, you have been the coolest." The coolest! Like he's
Oh.
Chester Cheeto!
But let's also mention that in this movie, Anthony Hopkins says "dude."
He does. He goes,
Several times.
Oh, dude. I ate that dude's liver with some fava beans and a bottle of Chianti.
Oh shit! He said it, dude. Oh, I can't believe he said it, bro.
And Anthony Hopkins as Beavis.
Oh, I'll do it.
That'd be
You'll
amazing.
pay, but I'll do it.
And
Oh shit! And like Ian,
I am Cornholio.
Ian McKellen as Butthead or something.
I love that movie.
We need to do like Old Man Butthead, right? Like
Yes,
this movie needs to happen, or Old Man Beavis, whichever.
Is it the movie where they do or maybe it's just an episode of the show where it's like Beavis and Butthead is old men and it's
because it's some video they really like, and they
Oh.
just sit watching it for eternity.
is that what it is?
I
And
think
it's just
that's-
like it's them just like fat and bald, like still sitting on the couch looking exactly the same.
I'm laughing if it's Anthony Hopkins and Ian McKellen.
Or I mean, Anthony Hopkins is great, but get a little Sir Patrick Stewart
Oh,
in there.
sure,
Keep that
yeah.
dynamic
Why
duo
not?
going.
Yeah, if they could do Waiting for Godot, they could definitely do Beavis and Butthead.
Well, he
It's
could
the
be the little
same
nerd
thing.
friend of theirs,
Oh, Stewart.
Stewart.
Wearing his
Stewart
winger.
as Patrick Stewart as Stewart.
Stewart.
He's got a little bit. What was it? Winger.
Winger.
t-shirt.
He's got the winger t-shirt on. I love it.
Go Photoshop that, please. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Anthony Hopkins bites it. He's the coolest dude of all time.
We get a fight between Bumble. This is, I mean, like, and the funny thing is, the trailer makes obvious big surprise makes this movie look seem so much more epic. You think there's this huge fight between Bumblebee and Prime, and there's
Right.
really not. It's
No,
like
not
2
at all.
seconds.
And he gets on, like, Bumblebee like gets on top of him, and his voice box magically works. And he's like,
works.
he's like, oh, hey there, Optimus Prime. You remember me? It's your space buddy, Bumblebee.
Let me just stop. Oh God, I've been doing stupid radio shit for like 10 years. Hey, Optimus, how's it going?
I have not heard your voice since that day on Cybertron.
Yeah, he like it turns him immediately.
An
Yeah, he's
old
like,
tear
my
goes down his
God.
cheek.
Yeah.
Is he crying?
No.
No.
No,
no,
Well, I
but-
mean, they can bleed. They can cry.
Well, the Bowie streak
It
goes
just-
out.
It vanishes
immediately.
Which that's like a rust stain. Are you kidding me?
I am no longer in a glam rock band. The spiders from Mars have gone.
It's so yeah, he's just like,
And-
Oh, we are good. You're my best friend, Bumblebee.
And
Oh, Bumblebee.
And you would think Cybertron has a better way of fucking killing the Earth than essentially hoeing it to death.
Yeah.
It's just like dragging these big pieces of shit across the
Well,
fucking.
Tony Hill explains it's going to turn us into a microwave or some shit.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna pop.
What's great is Tony Hale has this big epic monologue about like this is how you fucking save the day, and it fails instantly.
Well, he wants to do so. Basically, the idea is like Josh Duhamel gets everybody in a helicopter, and we're going to go on top of the thing. And now that we have what's her face has the staff, we're going to take Vivian's going to take the staff back, and then we're going to save the day. And they're like, oh, but also we'll just shoot tactical nukes like right in their face. Like literally, they're inches away from these tactical nukes.
Yep.
And everyone's like, wow, that sucks.
Oh, look at him go.
Isabela stows away on this helicopter.
Welcome back to the movie after 2 hours.
And I'm just like, you're fucking kidding me.
You got to be kidding me.
Away.
Also, Carmichael, how'd you let this little girl out of your sight?
He had other things to do, man. He
I
had to
think
fucking make sure Hound was okay.
Well, no,
although
Hound is
he's
just-
there too.
He's taking care of baby dinosaurs as well.
That's true. He's got a lot of things to worry about. Yeah, I mean, like, she stows away, her and her buddy. The only thing that she actually does in this movie is a big gun that causes a lot of problems that she kind of encourages the little buddy to blow it up.
She fixes little squeaks there because like his arm gets ripped off, and you can tell this movie wasn't working for me because it's a cute robot getting maimed, and I didn't tear up.
I was
it.
hoping he was going to die. I was going to laugh my fucking ass off.
This guy, he's kind of cute, but it doesn't work in a Wall-E way, just
No.
like a fucking annoying as balls
No,
way.
no. I was betting on red with this one.
So yeah, this little guy's got like his cool like gun arm now, and he goes up, and it turns into it's like this little arm, and he goes up to this thing. He's like blah 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 blah, and then it's like crack, and it turns into this huge thing, and he shoots something. I don't
This
know.
is R2D2 in the prequels.
Yeah, totally. Like the little thing. She's
Yeah.
even like they're not going to notice you. Like you get over there, nobody's
Exactly.
going to pay attention to you.
Mhm.
Eric, this theory's fucking coming together, dude.
It's
No, bro,
just-
you just blew my mind.
It's just pieces of Star Wars.
This leads to my favorite. So Optimus Prime defeats the Minotaur guy. He's like, "Do you know my fucking name?" 'Cause
Oh,
even
that
Optimus
guy.
Prime-
Oh, that guy.
Optimus
Yeah.
Prime like goes away for a while, even after this, and like comes back, and he leads to my favorite line in the whole movie, and it's not even that funny, but it's just funny the way he says it. Is he finds the cave into Quintessa's lair, and he's like, "Vivian, get in here!" Which I think is just.
Oh,
Vivian, I've been leaning on my horn outside. Where are you? Vivian! Vivian! Vivian, we're missing the movie. Get your ass out here.
Emma Stone, you have to go to that audition.
Vivian, we have theater tickets. Vivian, get in here.
Vivian, we made these reservations months ago.
Vivian, it's your father. We're seeing him. I didn't agree to it, Vivian. I didn't agree to any of it, Vivian. If you
you're-
want to do it,
And you're driving.
I fucking asked you where you wanted to do Christmas, and this is what you answered with. Don't back out now, Vivian. You always fucking do this. Every fucking holiday is the same round of horse shit from Vivian. Well, great. Now you've ruined Transformer Christmas again, Vivian. I hope you're happy.
When is Transformer Christmas?
the day after. It's just the 26th.
Because it's. Oh fuck!
Oh, Vivian. It just got me the right way, man. You hear that one? They go down there, and Vivian takes the staff from Quintessa. Quintessa is distracted by Prime, who's like kind of giving this monologue, and Bumblebee blows her away from behind. And Bumblebee, there's some. What's the catchphrase here? Because this got a fucking round of applause.
Oh, a catchphrase?
Bumblebee's like, "Oh, sting like a bee" or something
Yes,
like
yes,
that. Yeah, I think he
yes.
says "sting like
Does
a bee."
he do? It's the Muhammad Ali line. Is
Yeah,
that what he's
but he
doing?
doesn't say "float like a butterfly." He blows her
Yes,
away and he
yes.
goes "sting like a bee."
Oh, and
Yeah.
your theater erupted in applause.
By
huh?
that I mean the one guy down in front who might have been jerking off the whole time,
I'm
who might have
coming.
also been homeless. But
Man, that's really stupid.
yeah,
Was it? But it wasn't the. It was his actual voice.
yeah, because
Oh,
he
okay.
can,
Oh,
he can
was
just
it?
talk now. He can just talk now, Chris.
Is he just changed his mind?
Because earlier he was grave robbing with JT. He did. They do a JT Walsh
Whoa.
pickup, and
All
I
right.
almost fucking lost.
Oh,
it.
really? What was that?
Tell me.
When
this.
he has his gun pointed at somebody, and he's like, "I will burn your ass from like." Blah, 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 blah,
Oh,
blah.
right.
That
Right.
is. JT
from
Walsh
what
from
movie?
Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh shit!
When he gets up in Robin
fuck.
Williams' face and is like, "Don't fuck with me," he said, "I will burn your ass like you don't." Yeah.
Vivian, pause. Good morning, Vietnam. I have to go to the bathroom. Vivian!
Bumblebee will like this one.
So you know what? You're fine. Just go to the bathroom.
Vivian, this looks like shit. Is this a standard definition DVD? I fucking asked you, Vivian, to not rent standard def anymore. This is a high definition household.
It's full frame on top of that.
I'm
4x3? Really?
Don't pause it, Vivian. I'm going to go to the bathroom and fucking throw up at this standard definition Good Morning Vietnam DVD. What am I doing with my life with you in it, Vivian? Vivian, get in here.
That's kind of not a good movie.
Not particularly.
So they win. They win the day.
Wow, that's crazy.
Cybertron is still connected to Earth at the end of this. And
Yeah,
this is
figure
kind
out how to remove that shit.
That's the thing. Optimus Prime is like, "Hey, everybody, it's Earth is getting a little cooler."
Well, Earth is getting a little cooler because not only that, I'm pretty sure if I looked at these bad CGI graphics properly, Cybertron coming to Earth totally destroyed the moon.
It's kind of.
Moon
yeah,
is gone.
And what are we talking about as far
The
as like
tides?
the tides? I mean,
Yeah.
Earth's axis, the rotation.
Well,
what are we doing?
I bet you they will rebuild the moon before they rebuild Chicago.
Oh, you know what?
We can't rebuild Soldier Field, but that fucking moon, that'll be fixed in 6 months.
There'll be enough scraps of Cybertron in orbit that the tides will stay the same.
No, maybe that's a
kinda
good way to
cool.
make that.
That-
Maybe, or maybe Merlin will
Are
just
you in
say,
the writer's room there?
I wish, man. Fucking park the money truck up to my house.
Oh God, yeah, and that's just. I
He
mean,
does
that's-
another one of those like, if you're out there, Autobot, come on in.
Stop.
The water's still fine.
Stop inviting other robots.
There's too many robots.
They're just
And also, like, why does he need to invite all these robots? There's so many fucking robots that are on Earth that we didn't see get there, like fucking Mohawk and all those dudes.
Party on Earth. I am digging a pool right now.
I'm going to be the most popular boy at prom. What with my man-made pool?
Come along, Sam Witwicky's dragging his corpse.
The original Wiki was Brendan Fraser.
Oh yeah, totally.
Totally, yeah, Link, dude.
Wheeze the juice. Wheeze that fucking juice, Vivian. Vivian, goddammit, I told you at 6:30 I wanted to munch on some grindage. And now I have to grease the do-back.
That's actually a great cartoon short I'd like to make. Is Optimus Prime stars in Grease in the Do-Bag.
Honestly, if they do another one of these stupid movies, you're dumb enough as it is. I mean, get Pauly Shore to do a Transformer.
How has he
so
not
much fun.
already?
That'd
Right?
be so much
It would
fun.
be fun.
It would
It'd
be.
be
I
fun.
know. I would actually be like, oh, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can voice one like the little one that's talking about how he wants to fuck all the cars on Jerrod Carmichael's fucking.
Oh,
thing.
this guy's like, is this an Autobot porn site? And I'm like, can I leave? Can I just? Can I leave?
But yeah, you can get Pauly Shore in for one of that thing.
Let's make it happen, Internet.
we're starting with TJ Miller. We have this grand tradition
Right.
of stand-up comedians being in these movies. Just have Pauly be the guy.
And
get
being
the
incinerated.
weasel. Yeah, he could get
Get him in there,
incinerated
dude.
if you want.
And you know, if he's not available, I'm sure Gallagher is.
Oh, he's
yeah.
certainly available.
Gallagher's definitely available.
Sabalba?
I don't know.
This might be the one case where Sebulba might be indisposed.
well,
He's
Steven,
booked.
I don't own Sebulba anymore. You gotta go talk to fucking that mouse. Go talk to that mouse about Sebulba. He'll do whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, Steven.
Man, I was reading a Star Wars comic the other day, and a Doug showed up, or whatever the fuck they're called. Dig Doug?
Dig Dug, the classic video game.
What is Sebulba's race?
Oh, I have no. What?
You're really asking
Anyway.
We're the ones that are supposed to
the
ask
Dig
you that.
Duggians?
Anyway, a Sebulba showed up, and I got so angry. I got so wait. A Sebulba is talking to Han Solo right now. All right. I guess that's what we're doing.
Might be time to put that one down.
No, it was pretty good.
Did anyone see the stinger scene? I mean, it's
What?
kind of
Wait,
immediate.
is it in the
It's
credits?
kind of immediately as the credits start. There's like 3 credits, and then there's a stinger scene.
I think I ran to the bathroom again.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
know. I don't remember now. What was it?
It is the actress who played Quintessa, who I'm gonna get
Gemma Chan.
Gemma Chan
From-
is in like a hood, and she's
Oh, I
near,
did see this.
She's
This
near
is-
like one of the Unicron horns.
Oh, right.
And she's talking to some guy, and she's like, "I can show you how to destroy Unicron." And like, there's like a little face, like you can tell it's still Quintessa or whatever. 'Cause
Right,
she
'cause
doesn't
it's
really
like the
die.
it's like the Babe Bot from number 2.
Yes,
Yes.
which we do actually. I was going to say that at some point in this movie, don't remember where, don't care. There is a fucking motorcycle with a fake person on it.
Yes,
There
yes,
is.
a hologram.
Yeah. Oh wait, so
and
that
Megatron
was
just kind of goes away. He's like, "Goodbye, movie. I'm Frank Welker. Bye."
yeah. He doesn't get killed or
Destroyed or
anything.
anything.
It is. I find it a little funny that Gemma Chan, also her main role, the one that she's known for, is playing an android in Humans.
Well, did you know that the guy who did you know that the guy who played King Arthur
hear
played
about this?
King Arthur on fucking Once Upon a Time?
No.
Like
I
these
didn't.
movies
Really?
are 1-to-1.
Oh,
It is
man.
1-to-1.
That's stupid. Wait, so was the woman supposed to be the robot?
Yes,
In
she's
human
like,
form?
Yeah, or
I
like,
had no fucking
or
clue what this
hologram.
was.
There was like a
or-
flash on her that you could tell that
Oh,
she was
Yeah.
right.
and she had the same voice, so you kind of have to assume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was,
Yeah, all right.
I was.
All right, great. All right.
That's-
All right.
Me and my
Also-
pen didn't pick that up.
Also, but that would fit in with your Star Wars, your robes, your Emperor
Yeah,
robes.
yeah. Robe in a
Yes.
desert.
The
you
Empire.
know?
Robes in a desert. Thank you,
Yes.
Chris.
Robes in a desert is my band. The Max von Sydow.
Oh, yeah.
Vivian, where the fuck did you put my Max von Sydow's album? No, not that one. Robes in a van. I can't find anything in this house, Vivian. Vivian, get in here.
I guess it didn't work out with Cade Yeager.
no, not at all. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kate Yeager calls that little 14-year-old girl bro,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Yeah, bro," and they like fist bump.
And little J-Lo.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, we
just
shouldn't
great.
let go. Yeah, he does call her Little J-Lo because she's like, Latina, so that's cool.
That is, you know what? That's
Great.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Man, fuck this movie, and hey, we're done.
We're
Yeah,
done. We did it.
round of applause. We don't ever clap for ourselves.
No, but
I think
that's-
today-
Now we do. Now we do, bro.
every episode we're gonna end with an applause.
That's right.
It's been a real slog.
It's been a real drag,
I
man.
didn't think
Yeah.
we'd make it. I mean, Chris, checked out pretty early. Fucking coward. But
Fucking cow.
I will say a lot of people, these have been successful. People really like these on the. I mean, some people didn't like them, which is fine. But a lot more people tuned in. And if you're
Yep.
a new fan, stick around. We got cool stuff coming up.
Totally. So, would anybody recommend this movie for formality's sake?
No. I mean, I do think Quintessa's kind of cool looking. I do like the idea of bad Optimus Prime. There's stuff rattling around in here that is
Yeah.
okay,
Uh-huh.
but it's a mess, and it's the messiest one
I
of them
mean,
all.
we're all not recommending this, right?
No, but oddly,
I-
at the same time, I'm gonna drop something right now.
Are we doing rankings?
We got to do rankings.
Well,
gotta-
we'll
gotta
do rankings. I guess so. All right, I'm starting off the ranking thing. I'll say, listen, based on all the data that's come in about our complaints for these movies, if you're just going by the numbers, as far as I'm concerned, this is the best Transformers movie.
I agree with you.
And here's why. Because to what Steve said, it's correct. It's a total mess. Nothing makes sense. I actually tweeted when I came out of the theater, I'm not sure what I saw is real. But from what we've been complaining about, the biggest complaint every movie after every movie, this one subverts that. This movie is majorly just robots fighting. The humans are totally thrown away. So that was one complaint we had. Also, the second complaint, which is all 4 of those first movies, is our whole gag about 75 9/11s, city destruction, 9/11 porn. It doesn't happen in this movie. We're above the sky because we fucking pulled Stonehenge out of the ground or whatever the else fuck. It doesn't make sense. It is stupid, don't get me wrong, but we're not destroying cities. We're up, we're doing a lot of in space. We're fucking underwater in this thing. Like, it, at least to me, it was stupid as fuck, but it felt way different than the 4 movies of the exact same. Here's some robots, we got a thing, and now a city fell apart.
You're also not getting as much of the fetishizing of the military. The military is kind of flawed in this movie.
Yeah, and then they just get wiped out, which is kind of weird.
Sure.
But yeah, that's not in there. Yeah, we're not flying the flag in this movie. It's just a really
I don't even know if
stupid
America
movie.
exists anymore. That's kind of a
Nobody
problem.
knows. Nobody knows.
Okay.
But
So
after
your ranking?
number
So-
one, this.
So I mean, so yeah, for me, I guess it would be like 5, 4, 1, 3, 2.
Okay.
That's me.
Eric.
Yeah, I think 5, 3, 1, 4, 2.
Okay.
I think I'm 5, 3, 1, 4, 2.
I'm an outlier here, and I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not trying to be too cool for the room, but
For
I
once.
Do it.
For
do
once.
It, do it. Do it.
my ranking is number 1. It is the shortest of these movies. It is the most coherent in scope, in kind
5.
of. It's just kind of coherent. Like
Sure.
you know what I mean? Like it makes sense as a movie, even though it's really bad.
It does make sense. You can follow it.
1, 3, because it's the best cast. You know, you got a really strong cast. Malkovich, you got Turturro a lot. You got Franny McDormand in
You
there.
got your Nimoy.
You got your Nimoy in that, and you got like really good robot violence. I love Ironhide's death. 5, this movie actually tamps down the robot violence. There's robot fighting, but like robots' faces aren't getting ripped off and shit. Then 4 and then 2.
Yeah.
1, 3, 5, 4, 2.
There it is.
It makes sense.
That's also my bank code in case you ever steal my ATM card.
Ooh.
And mind you, we had to skip over like so much. Like you would have to see this movie 6 times, which nobody will ever do.
No,
no, you know what?
Someone
to
will.
really
Here's the
catch
thing.
all of these
people,
lines.
people will catch it all. People will see this movie. They will buy this on DVD.
But ranking these movies, it's like, oh, would you rather your loved one die from slow, terrible cancer or shot in the head by a burglar? It's like, well, at least with the cancer, like I could say goodbye to them. They could do their bucket list, but it's slow and it's painful, and I have to watch their dignity, etc. But the shot in the head with a burglar, it's quick, it's almost painless. But then all this unresolved shit, and I have someone to hate. Like it all sucks, and at the end of the day, it all sucks.
Yeah, I'd pick option 3. My loved one stomped to death by a transformer.
Vivian, this is what you get. No.
That's Transformers: The Last Night, directed by Michael Bay. If you want more We Hate Movies, check out WHMpodcast.com or find us over on the HeadGum Network. Rate and review the show wherever you get it. We would greatly appreciate it. Our Patreon, patreon.com/We Hate Movies. We're getting close to the season finale of We Hate Movies. Just a couple weeks left, but we will be producing new content for the Patreon throughout the month of August. So if you want more WHM, we'll be doing reruns on this main feed, but there will be new Nexus, new Animation Damnation, all out there ready to rock and roll. Patreon.com/We Hate Movies. Like us on Facebook and find us on Twitter as well, at WHM Podcast, of course. And next week on the program, what are we doing? Are we taking the skies next week?
Yes, I think we are. I think we're doing a little movie called Air Force One.
Oh, shit.
Which is kind of a WLM a little bit.
It's a little bit of a WLM from what I remember on the recording.
Yo, shit, is Gary Oldman in that movie, bro?
Yeah, he's eaten by pigs at the end. Harrison Ford throws him out of the plane and it lands on
He
pigs.
plays a fake news reporter.
That's William H. Macy.
So until next week when we hop aboard Air Force One, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Chris Cabin.
Eric Siskatron.
Take it easy, Vivian.
That was a HeadGum podcast.